the line with Grand Slam on the horizon. And with a BO5 grand final ahead of us, we start on Dust2, we go to Nuke, Inferno follows, and maybe even more.
Dust2's where it all starts off. Had this series take place once already. These first 3 maps are a mirror of that matchup in the BO5. It'll be Vitality with a T-side start, but it's Exertion the one trying to set the tone in the pistol. Aggro in through lower. It is punished after 1, but with Rops knocked out, that is a serious piece of the toolkit removed for Vitality, and it gets even sweeter for MOUZ in this pistol. 4 on 3 to open up Dust2.
Nice call to back up with the man advantage. They reset and they go back to double long here. Maybe a bait and switch on the car. Both get spotted. Apex going to have to give this up. He can't commit alone. Flashed around the corner. He seems to be interested. He does bind them off, but they're surely going to get this frag.
Buying space. They're coming out cat fast.
Yeah, right now MOUZ want to try and isolate this one fight over a long because they have conceded the site. They're playing for the kill on Apex just by staying alive here.
Ow.
He's wasting a lot of time. Finally, they're going to deal with him, but still Vitality get that bomb plant. It's ZywOo and it's Flames left up in this 2v4.
Needed that. He needed that cleanly. It's not come through. Disaster strikes Vitality in the post plant. Flames cannot bail them out, and it Spinks with a jump shot. Xertion sends his regards, and MOUZ send us a pistol.
ZywOo usually very potent with the P250 on pistol rounds. There couldn't connect the dots.
Coming in cold, Chad. That actually makes this a lot more interesting. It'd be one thing if he came in just bosh, 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 got them all gone.
Yeah, that'd be the statement out the gates, wouldn't it? Now the bomb goes down. The question is, will Vitality follow through with the force? Or do MOUZ get a moment of respite? Well, I can see the purchases coming in. It's been an AK dropped across. There's going to be a scout in the hands of Apex, so they are going to shove. Rifles are plenty on the other side of the server as well. MOUZ with 3 M4s, a FAMAS, an MP9 for Brolin to work with. So fighting for economic control on either side of the server right now. This one could mean an awful lot for a hot start for MOUZ.
Apex loves
how's he tagged him like that?
That's crazy, yeah. Just got the scent of Spinks. Pops him through the doors.
I got some numbers we'll go over in a minute, but this one could heat up pretty quickly as they're all congregated on Catwalk. The rotation player Exertion has already cheated back towards CT spawn to deal with the mid to B.
You do love that Flames gave ZywOo the AK. You just love that. Trying to get his star shining in the second round of the series.
So much space early. Apex is just dry searching. Have you two to execute. He's just going.
Yeah, felt like he had a bit of room there. But Torshi plays the timing from inside of the site, gets out with that kill for free.
Ouch.
Good nade damage as well. Now, Messi and ZywOo have made this a bit more interesting with those kills. Exertion walking up spawn side, already in alley. ZywOo's going to find him. His hero gun being put to work. ZywOo might have fallen short in the pistol, having chances to hit the ground running with the P250. With the hero AK, he shows up. 3 kills found. And Vitality stealing away this force to open up this grand final.
And this is where we can turn to the numbers. At EPL so far for this season, season number 21, Vitality are top 3 in all major team-based categories. That's opening kills, multi-kills, 5v4s, 4v5s, trading, utility damage, and flash assists. You compare that to MOUZ on the other side, they're only in 1, and that's trading. You go down the line, you look at pistols, it's average for Vitality. Their second round conversions are poor, but their second round force wins are very good. And here it is on display again. Whereas MOUZ, their pistols are towards the top end. But yeah, sure, you get the pistol, you need the follow-up, or you needed a better save than just a bloody FAMAS.
Yeah, little did I know, ZywOo just whiffed his P250 shots on purpose so he could get the AK out second round and ruin MOUZ's economy. What a horrible way for that to go. Only 1 gun saved, and ZywOo just peeking in the post spawn, not playing safe, playing like he's the best player in the server, probably because he is.
I think, you know, it makes sense when you look at the composition of this Vitality roster, why they're good in those second round forces, because even the guys who are more of your supportive elements, someone like Messi, was a star on former teams, right? And so in those rounds where other squads might have 1 or 2 players who are super proficient at putting that 1 gun to work, Vitality aren't shy on volunteers to step up and win you those rounds.
I tend to stay away from throwing like hard statements out there, but I think role for role, Vitality probably the best in the world.
Ooh.
I can get behind it. I think if you take any player from this Vitality squad and put them in another team, they could be a star.
Yeah, it's just like you're looking at the way that Counter-Strike's being played at the top end right now. The conversation is Vitality and Spirit couldn't get past MOUZ. MOUZ got past them in a big way, and you saw how frustrating that was, especially on Nuke. That first half for Donk, he was kept really quiet.
I think it's about floor as well, right? Donk may be the best player in the world, but are Spirit the best team in the world? Is it the best combination of players versus a Vitality? The floor for Vitality, very tall in this building.
Well, look at this. They've already conditioned them to come out cat so early in the round. Now 3 players from MOUZ have foregone long control, and they're all playing to deal with a cat or a mid to B. And we could just see 3 players have flashed themselves out. Exertion really needed that. Apex stays alive, gets the opener, and now A will be overrun.
Punished immediately, just one shot off. Brolin's going to get this free kill, but he's stuck in the open. They trade him with ease. 2v4, Vitality, push it to a second. And you really should be thinking about saving.
Yeah, hold on to that. You need something to work with in the next round, don't you? Because it will have to be the eco. One of the nice things is if we just take our ear cups off, the people at home probably can't hear, but the comms, because the players are so close to us, you can hear how hectic it gets. And this is map 1 of potentially 5. Would love this one to at least extend out to 4 just to have these 2 teams going toe-to-toe.
And MOUZ would have to win Nuke, right? Surely that's got to be the weak point, if you want to call it that, even though, sure, Vitality did lose it yesterday in a surprising game, but their track record has been really, really good. Is there any other map that MOUZ, you could see them winning in the series?
That's the thing, right? I think for them to win any of the maps, even Nuke, they need to draw it into a bit of a scrap. I understand that they held, well, Spirit at bay because that game got back. Spirit were able to turn it around in the second half. But what Cyclone said on the couch was, our Nuke T side, we have so many layers, it's hard for them to read. Well, Apex is the man outside. He's the guy watching all the tape. So I'm curious to see how that one computes, because the in-game leader's traditionally talking to the coach, traditionally talking to the analyst the most, and watching the most tape. So if he can deal with that, this really could be a 3-0. And especially now with the momentum being sucked out. MOUZ, if you get the pistol, you win the force, you get the eco, you get the first gun round, damn, we're talking. But right now, it's gone the other way.
I think Rops gave a really good interview as well after that game the other day, right? Talking, like, it just seemed very aware of what the issues were for Vitality on that Nuke. He said, like, all the comms and stuff were good. He felt like people were still making good plays, but it was one where even though everyone's talking, like, the reactions, people weren't listening, right? And reacting in time. And it felt like that from looking at that game. Some of the reactions coming in too slow. Oh, that's
easy peasy
from Rops.
Dude, the third.
I'm curious to see what MOUZ, if anything, want to try and do about Rops on some of these lurks. Because here on Dust, he's a real nuisance, but you will find him alone often over towards these tunnels.
You can tell he's got the zest back in his life, can't you? Because he's making a lot more plays. You can see it phase towards the end there. Maybe not confident in the players making room, so he would be sitting back and trying to close out rounds. Now he's happy to, exactly. Now he's happy to take a lot more risks. And that's a luxury for somebody like Apex to call around. Right? The fact that you have him who's willing to make some plays from the lurking positions, Flamesy who's a soldier, he'll go in first. Zywoo wants to go in first. It's like, no, mate, let someone else go and you can trade. You've got a lot of players who want to make plays on Vitality at the moment.
When Rops joined this team, he even said, yeah, fixing T-side should be easy. And he just absolutely stood by that.
Look at all the extra cash Vitality have so early on. Everybody with probably 2 residual buys going forward, going into this bonus. So the rifles are back out, but this is a tough round for MOUZ. No AWP, not a defuse kit in sight.
Look at the fake. They're spamming from top mid, like they're not walking through the mid smoke. Like no one's even here. And MOUZ started such a hard setup long. They have no one in position right now. Walking in is Spinks. He's starting to realize they're coming his way.
Yeah, this B split taking shape. Miss nade on the mid smoke as well, so Exertion's not able to help out. It's just Jimmy, and he will get run down. Apex even spamming them out on this rotate through middle. That is a clean B split from Vitality.
Not just is the call perfect to catch MOUZ off guard when they go for long control, a little detail. Vitality have 2 smokes in CT spawn there. So as MOUZ nades the CT smoke to stop them coming up mid to B, the second one that's on top of the box blocks everything. MOUZ can't even get info. They can't assist their team. It's just 2 players in that B bomb site that of course get overwhelmed.
There's 2 things that really stick out for me with Vitality and the server playing high level CS. We have the hunt on here, so if they can rip everything away, let's just stay online for a second. Flamesy leading this charge, rolling up to back, gets the first and can't deliver the second. Now they know exactly where Exertion is. Nobody close enough to rip this away unless the W key gets held. Rops really wants to take it. Exertion with the insane
through. Yeah, why not? I respect it. Oh, and he finds it.
That's tough, isn't it? They sacrificed a lot, but it was worth it in the end because of those residual funds that we were talking about. There's no issues in the buy department going forward for Vitality, and Cyclone hits the big red button. This is early stages. This is map 1. It's a best of 5, but one thing that you want to hope for is at least you can contend in a couple of rounds. Hit some shots, warm into the series before you get into your map choice coming up next.
Do you remember what you're going to say?
Yes, I do. So the two things, one is the T side is the variety of calls that Apex and the game plan, right? You got to include Xtaz, you got to include Matt in the conversation of what they do. They can do the default, they can make it look like a default, they can be really explosive, they can do like double fakes. They have a lot of variety in their play. Here's an example of a direct call. All right, boys, we're doing this. They're probably going to expect us to do a default round on the first gun round. You've gone straight into a mid to be explosion, bang, you catch them off guard. Being able to make those type of calls is huge. That's a huge call for Apex to make, and removing all the guns, that's even better. On the CT side, now this is one that's curious because we don't know as a viewer whether it's a gamble or a read, but it's when they lose a player or they're in a 4v4. We saw it in the Liquid game a lot. It was even something that Mythos said in the post-game interview, was that the stacks from Vitality on sites was always on point. They were always in the right place. Now, whether that was Liquid not sending feelers out to understand where the stack was or not, it's really good calling from Vitality to get either guess correctly or read correctly. And that's something that, like I said, we aren't really to know as a viewer. But it's the right call, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. You want the positives, boys?
For MOUZ.
Torji will have the AWP next round.
Okay,
all right.
That's something. For now, though, Flames is still willing to farm. Getting all those kills in the previous round, they know MOUZ don't have money. So despite 10k, 11k on some of these players, we still have a Mac 10 looking to make this round nice and easy. ZywOo re-swings and will pay the price. Vitality don't hold on to the gun, they just elect to go B.
You're gonna have to run in through these smokes if you want to fight.
Yeah, and the fact they're hanging around on the extremities means all that util gets to come in for Vitality. They'll have that plant for free.
Again, the util's great. They throw a molly through the skylight that lands on that close box by tunnel. It's a great 5-7 position. It would burn out anyone close car.
I mean, already this is the save for MOUZ, right? You have two players playing bodyguard to the AK. Might try and push around the spawn, catch Vitality as they try to save.
The only way that that doesn't play out is the fact that the Vitality players all have a lot of health. They can just save at car because of the bomb radius.
Flame should go.
At least have a look. You don't want the Mac 10 next round, surely.
Get him.
I think, yeah, he also wants to, you know, if he can carve a little path for you to go and save, sure, they can all sit car. But yeah, they'll exit through mid thanks to the opening that Flames provided.
Not hanging around. Getting well out of dodge.
Strong start for Vitality, despite the pistol round for MOUZ. But this is what we've been waiting for. Everything available. AWP in the hand of Torshi. AK saved over. Time for MOUZ to start now.
Flames is still running this Mac 10, by the way. He's had this since like round 2 of the game.
Mezzi has too much money. Mezzi's gonna max out next round.
They're still trying to punish B. Look at this. Everybody heading towards tunnel straight away. ZywOo's AWP sounds off middle. There was no util thrown long. Are they going to cancel now?
Yeah.
Okay, so didn't want to brave the smoke. Jimmy's had to use that early, but that's good information that you can work with. You want to call out all of this util. Where's it being used? How many do they have left? Now they could just go back into a default round. They do have to worry about people pushing up mid. It's unlikely, but you still need to consider it. Smoke thrown out. ZywOo post back up in Suicide. Go through some standard map control. Throw a HE towards long. That also tells MOUZ, though, that Vitality don't have an idea of what's going on towards bedroom. Cleared out, so sure, it's not instant map control, but they're still going to get it, aren't they?
Plan B is absolutely fine.
I wonder if
Vitality.
they just try and go back to B, though, right? After lobbing in all this util, you made a lot of noise. You made it sound like you've late cleared long, you've late cleared catwalk. This is all stuff that MOUZ have heard. They still have Rops floating around in the tunnels, but he's actually starting to depart. And it looks like Vitality will change their tune on this one. They're linking up on the catwalk. I set over towards the A side. I mean, this is the least defended of the two bomb sites right now. Spinks and Exertion have both been pulled into middle. Apex walks this smoke.
Heard him. He heard him. He jumped.
It's good bait for Rops, though, who walks through as well. Bad timing as Exertion peeks in. It's that mid to be, but this is still a fake.
And it hasn't worked as well as Vitality were hoping for. Exertion still plays through this CT smoke. Gonna be here to help defend the A site. You've got Torshi with the AWP down in the pit as well, and so this just kind of cuts through the angles that Vitality can hope to play in this post plant.
Vitality needs some space. So they're playing for short. You don't want to get stuck inside. That makes the retake easier for MOUZ.
ZywOo's gonna try and scope up. He knows at this point, MOUZ have players long. They heard the AWP fire off earlier. It's where you'd be if you're retaking this side of the map, but Mezzi thins that herd. ZywOo with a golden opportunity will have to be the one to clutch up here. Mezzi found. ZywOo holding on, very little time left, just trying to play the clock on this, and the Torshi wallbang comes through. It's going to be real close, but the round belongs to MOUZ. They just get that with seconds to spare. Finally, after a 5-round hiatus, they break through.
Oh my god, he had to hit the wallbang. Without the wallbang, there's no way Spinx was going to get there in time. ZywOo has another shot. That probably would have been Vitality's, even with multiple missed shots for ZywOo. But MOUZ do it nonetheless. They get out with a double AWP as well.
So trying to cut off the rotation, fight the CT player, and lighten the load on A, which they're able to do. It's just the fact that Rops goes down first for free. That's the difference maker in that situation. And the idea for them in the post plant was to fight as they were coming up the choker CT together. It was just good shooting from MOUZ. So great work to get their second round, but it needs to be consecutive. They want to punish B. Double AWP set up CT side. Here they come.
Spinx on the secondary, but the flash wrecks him. Jimmy's also blind. They're running his Spinx. Can't find his footing. Double opener, and that is the round. Vitality last time, that smoke in the tunnels put the fear in them. With the AWP there this time, MOUZ thought they could hold it.
And the difference is, exactly that. No smoke. They try and go. Spinx had a chance. He could have saved that round, but one blind shot, second one just a miss.
I think Apex was yelling at
I think I heard that as well.
Well, they know that T-Spawn has been overrun. You have to think of how this could condition MOUZ going forward as well. You have a couple of options. Do you now play heavier towards B? Do you go aggressive so they can't just take that map control earlier? You're going to play 2 up through short. You're going to try and push into lower tunnels. So you're forcing their hand in a way. Because if they're willing just to execute B like that without any real estate on the map, think about it. They throw like a mid-smoke and maybe the molly towards short, and they just run over and execute B. Bang, they're in. So you can take some liberties as MOUZ? Do you expect them to make the same call? Do you want to take the fight to them? Well, they save some guns. Okay. Pick long or do Astralis. And as we all know, Astralis Harry is...
whatever they call it.
We're about to find out.
Let's see.
It's awkward as well.
Sorry, Harry, I'm still trying to bring some of the Pro League whimsy.
Yeah, okay. Bryce, something else I like for this Vitality squad is their util is so good. Like, those flashes over towards B were brutal. You kind of can't really blame Jimmy and Spinx for being unable to hold the site when they're all max blind the entire time.
Util, all maps so far has been really, really clean.
But I mean, even when you think like, you know, we always say Vitality is such a star-studded lineup that the kind of stars they have, these guys are pretty egoless for the longest time, right? Like they're humble stars in this team.
So they had to go for some aggression. Vitality took long for free. Pushing up mid, they're in limbo. I don't love this for Spinx.
I mean, for the whole time, B is completely clear. They think this is a really heavy long take. It's only one guy right now. As ZywOo got out after playing it with the AWP on Spawn, Spinx is flanking, and Apex may even consider this. He's got multiple smokes to fake this one out. Meanwhile, sorry to say, this round's already over. If Vitality just walk in this B bomb site, there's nothing MOUZ can do about it. They will be 5v4.
Now
that
they go.
presents an option as now the penny drops.
That's a B defender, right? You know exactly what's up. There's been aggression. They think it's A. You're in for free. Now you can set up the post plant. Number disadvantage, however, for Vitality.
It's annoying because you feel like you have to go for this. You have full nades, you have a man up, but this is still a really hard round if Vitality pick good spots and play all together with the crossfires.
Molly into the window, wasting a few more precious seconds, but there is a counter volley of util ready to come out from MOUZ. They're going to start lobbing all that in now.
Oh no.
Oh, awkward miss flash for Torshi. Slows this down even longer. They try to play through now, but these flashes miss their mark. Torshi trying to make up for it. Reclaims the 3-on-3, but there isn't time for this retake anymore. MOUZ get hunted down. Vitality storm the board, and Apex is getting animated.
I think
there's a reason that he's getting animated, though, because he's completely out-called them. And all their information was bad. It was wrong. He's faking long on his own. He made the call as the in-game leader, and he walks his team into an empty bomb site.
I don't want to say it, but I have to. That it's all on that flash, man, because that molly forced Rops' reposition, but the flash missed, and so MOUZ is still stream in because the call is flash. Oh, I failed it. It's too late. They're already going.
0B!
0B. So if they hit that first flash, I think that's a very different round.
Fair point.
I'm glad that Apex has been getting his credit as well, both from opposition and from guys like Rops within his team, because more often than ever nowadays, I feel like he gets these moments of, this was me, I outbrained the opposition, right? It's not like, oh, thank God we have ZywOo who just 1v3'd this round and won it for us. Apex quite often is having these good, strong reads.
The caster desk falling apart with Harry Russell now.
Gone swimmingly.
Map, unfortunately. I don't know if we'll see it. I would love to.
It's optimistic, I think. I think many expecting the 3-0 today. Big question on Nuke, but even then, I'm not super worried about Vitality on that map.
See, look, this is another play from MOUZ where they know they have to try and stall out the default control or be more aggressive, ready to respond. So they've started 3 towards B. Obviously, 2 of those focused towards middle right now. Torji on the break, looking for something. Gets nothing. So now you feel that he needs to play over towards A, right? He needs to be over towards the ramp or mid-long to assist if it is an execute.
Oh, he just missed that timing. And now ZywOo owns the angle. If Torji goes back in, he's dead. He's dead.
Don't.
One more step to your right and you're gone. ZywOo fires off. Lucky to be alive right now. They trade shots, Torji repositions.
And now we have a default out of Vitality. They've done a long take. They've done a couple of B explodes. They've done some rerouting in mid-rounds when blocked. Now this is just a full default out the gates and we're into round number 10.
Is Rob just going to make this play on his own? He's got no support right now. Looking at that B bomb site with Lust, it's just one man. Final smoke goes in, dropped over by Spinks. It's a very integral piece of utility at 45 seconds, but it's not going to stop Vitality from committing to this site. They've been abusing it all game long.
The realization was so quick, right? That Rops just says, that's the second smoke. There's no more util left over here towards B. And it went in at around about, you know, the kind of 45, 50 second mark. So there's time to come through this on the fade. That feels like a golden opportunity for Vitality. And they're looking to take it. Smoke fades, double opener. Flames and Mezzi again provide. Jimmy down 0-6.
He had it there. I mean, they're all looking the wrong way except Mezzi, who just beams him.
I think this is cool from Vitality, though, the tendency of which they've looked to exploit this B side, right? Because we said there's kind of 2 safe pair of hands players for each team. We had that Mezzi-Jimmy head-to-head. Jimmy so often is a bit of a rock for MOUZ. He's able to operate on his own, limited resources, usually really, really good in these anchor positions, but they've got him off to a dire start in this grand final. And the guy over on that site helping him out just so happens to be the ex-teammate of Vitality.
Yeah, and this has been the game plan since round 3. Vitality been abusing this B bomb site, and they keep going back to it. So it's only going to get worse. They're going to keep Jimmy in this box. He's got to be feeling pretty rough right now. 8-2.
If you're able to get in his head, he plays a bunch of kind of integral spots on the oncoming maps as well. You don't want Jimmy starting this slow if you're MOUZ.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if your stars, even if your stars are shining, if your, God, Messi wasn't even looking, he flicked. If your anchor's having a rough game, you really feel it on the CT side. Huge holes open up for Vitality.
The best they can get is 4 rounds now. These saves better be worth it down the stretch. Look, you get 8-4 on the half. You give yourself something to work with.
Yeah, I can't say MOUZ haven't had buy rounds.
Now, another seemingly default. ZywOo going to late head over towards tunnels to join Flamesy and Rops. Mezzi outside long, Apex top mid. He's been doing a very good job. Apex really hasn't been harassed in getting the map control, hasn't been giving away free picks. That's a bit of a luxury right now. Feel like they have a lot of the map at their disposal a lot of the time. And, oh, not again. Are they really going back to Hammer B?
Why would you stop, Chad? It's just going so well. They fake out the cat climb. Does Apex try and push someone off? He doesn't have any util here to do so, really. Gets naded by Spinks for 50. And this orb's still on cap, but they're running a double setup. So again, MOUZ are just left with scraps on this B bomb site. A Jimmy without a kill, a Spinks with no util.
Jimmy still has a smoke on B. Nade in, good damage. They're creeping through, different timing.
Oh, he's going to jiggle and die to ZywOo. He got legged by it through the wall, and now they come storming this site. No smoke will stop them now.
Messi and Flames have been borderline unstoppable in these entries, but they're the first to fall. Wow. Jimmy holds on, gets his first kill in the game. The rotate starts to pour in. For MOUZ, bomb dropped out in the open.
Apex.
It's coming through.
V2 Apex making a move. It's held by Brolin. It's all eyes on Rops now, but flanked in through the tunnels. Exertion has this one dead to rights. 4 rounds, still a possibility for MOUZ.
I understand why he goes for it, but I actually feel like they're probably going to win the round without that play.
I agree.
They have enough util, they can plant, they've just got 5v2 into 3v2, and the flank is fast. Like, if they just post up, guns up, I think Vitality probably have a better shot.
I agree. I think he's feeling himself there a little bit, isn't he? Going for an audacious play, expecting them not to be ready for that type of a maneuver, but they deal with it. An important double there from Spinks. Brolin onto his counterpart on the other side of the server, and there you have it. So still a possibility to walk away with 4.
Reassuring round win for MOUZ. Jimmy getting on the board, Spinks finding impact, and stopping this B hit that has plagued MOUZ all half long.
Is some aggression though. Player in lower tunnels, support from Catwalk, long control is theirs. MOUZ looking to take the fight to Vitality.
Lower control for Spinks, he's got to be hard cleared. Flame just comes running and he flicks back. Not expecting Spinks. Doesn't stop him from 5v4ing. And Jimmy's got to be shaking now. That's why MOUZ are moseying on over, pulling rotations to the B site. And Vitality go out long doors.
This is all that conditioning, right? Like, Rops is only making a bit of noise. He's throwing the lurk smoke. He's spamming over towards B. And now the MOUZ are in a 4v5. They're the ones feeling the pressure. Well, there's noise in the tunnels. Where have Vitality gone most of the time? This B site, they lean heavy over towards B, leaving Brolin as the lone long defender. Apex gets past him. ZywOo tag on the cross. He does see them make it over. 40 seconds left. Vitality, do they want to follow through with this? They're a little bit split up.
Orb is here. You could still bail if you make that call right now, but any more delay, any more hesitation, you're committing into the 2-man hold. 30 seconds. This Orb can win the round, and I'm not talking about ZywOo. Torshi, oh my god, he's been hung out to dry, completely unaware. ZywOo gets up, Cat both miss a shot. Mezzi makes it in. The bomb is in the site. There's no cover. ZywOo gets him from the catwalk, and there's only 13 seconds left. Can someone get the bomb and get this one? They can't find the kill. They go hunting for Torshi back in spawn. ZywOo with a few seconds to spare will play at the last chance. Torshi, one shot connects, but they chase him down, and Vitality find a dominant T side in this grand final. They're looking flustered, Harry. It must be time for a tactical timeout.
Yeah, it's time for a quick reset and a refuel.
Everybody know we gon' do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. Everybody know we gon' do it like this. Straight from the underground.
Where did it come from?
Well, that's saucy. That's creamy. Hey, did somebody call me?
No.
Give me some of that.
Honesty wants to win right here, right now. It's crazy.
Just wait now.
I'm only city.
City. Nice, last city up, city up. Just friends.
I didn't
It's spawn. Wait, you're alone. Together. Go kill him, guys.
I'm peeking. Let's go.
Let's go, Matu. 3, 2, 1. Nice! Nice fucking out, boys. What's this?
Vitality trying to show us why they are the big bad. A runaway first half. It's not even close. MOUZ trailing behind with just 3 rounds to open up this grand final. It's Vitality's map pick. And they're now moving over to this CT half.
On blocks of smoke. I love the intensity of that final round as well. In fact, we get the buzzer beater to go into half-time. That's what you want to see. But is there any life in the little MOUZ? Flamesy and Pit, he can stay tucked. Apex can bait for him. And then if it's too quiet, he can poke his head up and call sector clear. Big initial fight. Rops, wow, takes the goosh. Thinks better of going in for another duel, and the mid to B is on the way.
Surely with that low health on Rops, this should be MOUZ able to collapse upon this B bomb site. Mezzy, no armor either, drops his smoke in the door. They can come through, and they will. The tunnel, the door, the window, MOUZ are in and out to every hole, and they find their first pistol, or their second pistol, sorry.
You're going to give this one a look. You could just hold on to the Kevlar. Everyone's got some. It's going to make the force spike better into the next. I think that's probably the better of the 2 options right now. If you're Mezzy, you're probably feeling like you got baited a little bit there by Rops, who's getting back a platform, tucks down, you die from tunnels. You're like, well, not a whole lot I could have done there.
Needed that cover for sure.
And Rops obviously doesn't want to poke his head up because he's very low, but there you have it. So both pistols for MOUZ. For MOUZ as an org, right, we're talking about legacy, we're talking about history, and EPL's been around for a damn long time. This is the 21st season. MOUZ have won it 3 times. Once back at season 10. That's when the roster was. Let's see if I can get all these. Chris J,
yes.
Woxic,
Yes.
Frozen,
Yes.
Carrigan,
Yes.
and Rops.
Who got the MVP?
Indeed. Now, Rops also won it twice with FaZe and Carrigan.
And
So
MOUZ won it twice without Rops.
Spin on that thing.
it's classic, isn't it?
I didn't see that coming.
No.
Caught you off guard, didn't it?
I did.
But so MOUZ as an org have won 3 times. Rops as an individual has won 3 times across FaZe and MOUZ. So he could win in a 3rd organization, his 4th EPL title, and he'd be the only player to do so.
And he's MVP'd every one of his wins.
That ain't bad. Now he's tangling with ZywOo. So
Yeah,
good luck, son. You're going to have to start dropping some bombs. Where's he right around? I'm not even looking at kills. He's 8 and 7.
Yeah, ZywOo 6 and 7 though.
Oh.
I mean, Flames has actually been in kind of the playoff goat thus far. He's had some phenomenal games for Vitality upon reaching these playoffs.
Creeping up. A 3-way split, Chad. Could be anyone.
As long as you're against your teammates and not the enemy.
Yeah. Probably going to be ZywOo.
Okay, well, this force has netted them a famous 2 scouts. 5-7 on Mezzy and a Deagle on Rops. Fit to be smoke lobbed out. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. Both scouts on A. So unless it's a full execute, they can get some tags off. Set Flamesy up for success.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Apex scout either, right? It might be tempting to home in on ZywOo with the big iron on his hip. But Apex loves the scout on Dust2. Both going to be in the right place to try and get some tags downrange. ZywOo dead straight away. It will have to be the Apex scout to deliver. Flames tucked in. They're going to make it across to him. But Flames holds the line with a double. That has given Vitality reason enough to believe in this round.
Guns fell in spawn. That's only a scout.
As he creeping up, Rops there alongside him. First chance gets past Mezzy, and they'll both get found iced out in CT. It's only Apex. And they know he's over here along. They're going to double swing him.
Yeah,
It's
Sphinx
a
is...
confident play from MOUZ.
Might be a bit early, but this is where I'd hope Spinks would, bounce back with a bit of shit talk. Right? Try and get an Apex's head.
I don't think you can do it after an anti-eco.
I think you can, though, because they couldn't pull it off in the first half. And these second-round forces from Vitality have been one of their strengths throughout EPL. Now you get them onto an eco. Then you go into first gun round that won't have all the bells and whistles. Actually, We need to do some quick maths here because of those kills that Flamesy got, he's sitting at 3.1k. We get 2,900 into the next round. He can actually drop a ZywOo AWP. So it won't take as long for Vitality to get the AWP online as what it took that of MOUZ. And Brolin will sit Apex on his ass, going for an aggressive maneuver up. Cat gets found out by the MAC-10, and now it's just 4 more. But we all know how quick a half of Counter-Strike and MR12 can get out of control. 9-3, commanding lead. Feels like you got him right in the pocket. Oof. Lose the pistol, lose the force. And surely you lose the eco, right, ZywOo?
You're only 3 rounds difference.
Okay, one more kill found. Rops and ZywOo left up in what was a 2v4. I've seen them win an uncomfortable number of these. Now, they only have Deagles. They shouldn't be winning this one. ZywOo gonna walk into Jimmy, spotted over on Cat, and with that kill picked up, A-site is wide open. They know that Rops is over here towards B.
Yeah, that one that they won against Liquid in the second round of Anubis, or third round of Anubis T-side after their force lost, and like, no, it's just, oh no, it was late. It was very late in the game. But it's when Liquid had actually broken the economy. Yeah. And you're like, okay, this should be an easy round.
Wasn't it? It was like this round, basically.
No, I think it was later on because they won the...
You're right.
It was, they had to win like 3
It was like 10-9, they pulled it all the way back, then they got eco'd.
Yes, and then it fell apart. And like they wide swung, 2 players wide swung con, or E-box, thanks Valve.
The one.
Bang, bang. Ultimate tries to push me with the orb, gets found through the smoke, round over. So there you have it. It's just a 3-round game. Torji trying to bring that hype.
Yeah, we've heard a lot from Torshi in this tournament right here, especially when he's sitting, on the left side, but we can hear him a little bit better, shouting, commenting a lot of stuff, dead talking, helping his team out verbally.
ZywOo did get given the AWP that has been dropped across thanks to Flamesy.
Something that is boding well for MOUZ as well is Exertion is off to a good start, right? He's had some great games here. He's also had some quieter ones. We've looked at Torshi as like someone who's been very consistent, but when you look at the tournaments that MOUZ win, Exertion is always like in the EVP list, one of the top-rated players from the event. And so having him in good form in this grand final was a requirement. Spinks also showing up. This is a rematch for him versus his old org. Last time they played, Apex was screaming at the guy, had him feeling uncomfortable, constantly calling out his style of play. And it felt like it did get under Spinks' skin.
Look at this.
Aggression from Mezzy, though,
Huge gap.
He's found the gap.
Massive gap.
In the second that Exertion went back to check the upper tunnels, and now only holding for this lower push. He's been allowed to get past.
Oh, must know.
Mezzy's got the info now. He knows he's got the kill. He hears him coming. He takes the frag. They're out long and they're trapped.
Still trade chance for Exertion down through lower, but he needed that. What? Exertion desperately needed that trade. Brolin's death in vain, and things go from bad to worse for MOUZ.
How you know? Blocked it long. Nowhere to go. 3 on 5. Vitality for a second were clearing tunnels, but then the call comes in. They go back, look to play 4A.
There's mollies on A to stall this out as well. HE clears the smoke. They haven't parred the cross yet. Are you just considering the save, or are you giving this one a go? That one's going to land. That's going to spread and cover the whole ramp.
These are early as well. MOUZ haven't even begun to cross yet. That smoke has got a timer on it. You've got to play soon. They make it on the final few seconds of the previous Flames. Through the smoke, finds in a gap. It's a 2v4. It's not going to happen.
Oh, they're in.
Oh, one back from Torshi. Jimmy with a golden chance, but knows about this player in a Gandalf. They're starting to swing, they're spamming him, they're whittling him down, and there's Apex closing the distance.
Mezzy with a spam. What a spam. He must have seen a leg or something. He gets a whole mag through the wall there, which sets Apex up perfectly. I will say Vitality make a bit of mincemeat out of that round, but a round's a round, Chad.
Yeah, it's like started very well with this Mezzy double, and you feel for Exertion, don't you? Because a player pathing backwards, facing the wrong way, just swings in. Hard to track. It's a tough one, but they get a few more kills. The bomb goes down, and that's actually going to help MOUZ with a whole lot beefier of a buy.
Rops on the double orb.
Didn't help Vitality.
Yeah, what I'll say is, I've seen some great Rops double orb rounds, but then I saw him on Nuke yesterday.
They're going to get this long control again, gentlemen. Brolin will be out because it was just one man tasked with that of Flames. They're starting short again. Jimmy's quick.
ZywOo boost the lob, but Apex gets taken out from underneath him.
Oh my goodness.
This shot on the trade attempt as well. Nade does big damage, softens them up for Flames. That aggression from Messi, though, this time is punished. Exertion keeping an eye on it. They continue to force these fights over on Cat, but there's Brolin from long. Rob's left up alive on this 1v3 with the AWP. We'll look to save it.
That kill from Spinks onto Apex is huge because it immediately puts them in a box.
Hang on, Brolin's going to get caught.
Does he go for this? There's kits available.
I wonder, that one kill might tempt you a little, just to give it a look in.
He has a smoke, and now the kit, or he may have already had that.
It backed up, though. That smoke should signal the end, unless he wants to
hasn't
nade it.
nade it open.
All right.
I think at this point, you nade it open, you see. Go on, Robs. Come on. I know it's not you, but...
It's too late.
All right, just the save. Going to get out of there on the AWP.
I do like the way that MOUZ take catwalk there. They don't peek the corner until a player is on Xbox. So they uncrouch and they swing the corner at the same time, right? For any kind of setup there, you're just double peeking it, assuring that you can trade that kill at worst case. And as you said, Chad, they just find Apex, knock him off the bottom of the boost. ZywOo pushed back.
You need that short control because that's your way out if you give up long. And because they're not fighting for long, they don't know that they had lost it. They're assuming they have because Util's thrown, right? But Brolin hadn't announced his presence. Then they're dealing with short. Brolin takes a really good timing, comes behind them, and yeah, some frustration from Apex short. But they've gone with partial investments. So AWP given across to ZywOo. Robs will go in with a FAMAS. The loss bonus into the next is 2,900. So 2 threatening rounds back-to-back for Team Vitality now that MOUZ have to get past.
No fear on that lower clear. Exertion already at the double doors.
Okay, well, Apex boosted up to deal with the mid to B. It feels like they're selling A completely, just Flames on his own to try and seem bigger than he is. ZywOo pivoting back now to deal with short, right? This is the thing. ZywOo's actually had a couple of bad whiffs with the AWP so far within this map, but that's not going to happen forever.
Vitality have been missing his presence, though. You still need that big ZywOo round to try and get him switched online.
Well, this is the one. I'm feeling it.
Yeah? I mean, he's in a good angle.
He knows it has to be. Smoke
tries to search ahead of the smoke, but blocked for his chance to get that first. Now nading it open as Exertion. If ZywOo had hung around a little bit deeper, he would have been on that line.
Can't believe he's still here.
They're looking like they want to go for this B split. Robs over in mid, tries to play ahead of that smoke, gets out with a double.
Apex
gonna boost as well. Apex will get found. It's a real keen shot for Jimmy. They flash Robs through. Jimmy doubles up and Spinks can't regain control of that in time.
It's all Mezzy.
This gets a little awkward now, though. They know the Mezzy's up close, dropping down. Nate finds great damage. He's just min-maxing everything he can from this position.
You gotta go B.
Very little time left, and Torshi dead in mid. Mezzy will not let them rest, keeping that pressure on through the tunnels.
Mezzy's having a map right now. He's having a game. I can't believe Spinks doesn't clear him with the lurk smoke. That's like one of 2 positions he can be in, close smoke or top boost. Spinks just hard clears the corner, and Mezzy gets a free kill. But that second one is sublime, and it was a necessity to win the round for Vitality.
Money's in the bin now for MOUZ as well. Felt like they had to fight hard to put themselves in that position, and they fumble. Sure, it was going to be 2 difficult rounds back-to-back because of the saved AWP. Rob's investment into the FAMAS, sit there and go, really? Is that your thought process? But the fact he makes it pay off, Apex, classic in-game leader move. He can stay up on that boost, not do anything. If they go mid to B, he catches the player going window, forces the fight, gives away his life. But this is the, well, round changer right here. It just throws them into questions. And then because Spinks doesn't get the space, doesn't get the kill on Mezzy, you're screwed. Ooh, a ZywOo.
Yeah, he's been doing...
Guys, it's just like I said, they had nothing special. I think you see it here, right? Nothing special. At this one, it's just 4 rounds between us.
Fast out long. Brolin leads the charge again, but he is alone. They run up catwalk with their call. This time it's 3 long for Vitality. They fight for it. They win it, and now they're back in time.
ZywOo. More opportunities sailing past the Star AWP of Vitality as he still struggles to get the ball rolling. Rest of his team here to pick up the pieces, though. Apex showing him how it's done. Still, Spinks is up. 1v2. Site controls had that route to the plant open right now.
This is what he's here for.
Spinks versus a former teammate and the man who replaced him. And Spinks currently topping the charts for MOUZ, but iced out on that double swing. A clutch worth celebrating.
Again, the call is nice for MOUZ, right? You can see how caught off ZywOo is specifically because of the long control. There's 4-out cat with no flash, with no hesitation on that play. They get all the way up instantly, but it still doesn't matter. What is this final bullet clip for Apex? And Spinks is way too wide there. He has no cover. They just trade him out. Swing together. Vitality map point.
See if we catch what Apex said. Doesn't look like it as we do go into a tactical timeout. That was an all-in though. They force spot there. Now it's 12 for Vitality. You have to force again.
I think, you know, this first map is doing a good job of showing though why this new look Vitality is so lethal. In the past, if ZywOo was having a game like this to start off the grand final, you'd be ready to play off Vitality to a degree. It felt like he was so important and would so frequently struggle the deeper Vitality got into tournaments. But now the playbook runs deeper than just ZywOo go kill.
We even saw that little Brolin move over towards long there where he banks the smoke off the back wall. It bounces in front of the long doors. It gives him that buffer to work with. He looked a little bit frazzled. He didn't get a kill coming out long, but he definitely bought his team the space. It's just they ran into Apex, who sat them on their ass. And here's that force. A Scout, an AK, Deagles, and a Tech 9. This is tough.
Oof. Could have been tougher. But a missed shot up top mid, Apex.
That's mad from Apex.
So confident.
Run halfway up middle with a nade out to try and get the free damage on a Torshi.
Don't try that at home.
You will die.
Yeah.
Oh, and so will Torshi. Jump check. ZywOo finds him. An opener coming from the ZywOo AWP.
Ooh. Tasty Deeg shot.
Couldn't arrive at a worse time if you're MOUZ. A lot of damage done on his exertion, even if he gets out with that kill. Not the guy you want low on health. A very good space taker, someone who can apply a lot of pressure, but too low on health to do that.
See, Apex floating over towards B. This was talking about whether the reads or the gambles. Well, right now, it looks like they're about to pounce on towards that site with the bomb in upper tunnels. Exertion, Spinks, Jimmy, Brolin walking out mid to B.
Ooh.
Awkward for Opsler. You wanted a straight up fight. Still, Apex here is that second man. It's another big spray from Apex. Brolin did have the gap out through middle, but a 2v2. Low HP on exertion. Full belt EU till for Brolin. He wants to put that in.
Oh, I don't love this from Exertion.
Risky.
He's going to be far away. Timing's everything. You're really hoping that that Brolin belt of util slows the roll of Team Vitality and lends a bit of time to Exertion on the wraparound. Going back to Flash has made ZywOo a dead man. ZywOo falls. There's Exertion. Low HP getting value from it. It's just Flames, but he is the man sitting top of the board for Team Vitality. Can't count him out of it yet. Brolin tucked in at the car, trying to play this one to time. Flames clearing everything, but Brolin remains concealed and locks in an important clutch to keep the game alive for MOUZ.
I was terrified.
With the TK, huh?
Yeah. Saved it.
Touch and go for a moment there. Exertion on the flank. You can see why he wants to go for the second kill as well, because then he's just leaving Brolin like isolated on the site, and then he'd have to come in through window or doors if Flames. He just wants to play the bomb. It's a hard position. That's why it's a risky move for Exertion to go for, but does stick the landing. Brolin makes the clutch, and now a partial from Vitality. Can MOUZ bring this back? They've already done better than the group stage game. It was 13-7 there. It could be 13-8, or maybe we go all the way to overtime.
I do hope for MOUZ's sake in this final it's not 13-8. This would be an insane round to win. They go charging B, so it should just be fine, right? Apex Scout, missed shot.
Oh, that's a collateral.
Close. He gets a bit of damage, but what's the worry? It's just the whole Vitality team here putting up 4 kills against MOUZ, leaving Torshi in a clutch to keep this map going.
Safe plan.
He's wounded, and there is this nade on Flames. You got to be careful of any noise made here. He doesn't feel the security to reposition either. He's stuck in, playing directly on top of the belt bomb. Mother Hen, Torshi, out with the swing. Trying to protect this package. Trying to lock in MOUZ for just one more round, but Flames now armed, now dangerous. Plays his hand. Molly pulled. Torshi open a swing and find success on the back of this. And he will go for the spray. Flames chewed up Torshi with his moment in the limelight. 4 kills from the man, and MOUZ continue on this comeback.
Doesn't get closer.
Is that a relief? Do you think that reaction
so,
right there?
I think so.
Because a nail biter.
Good repos. He got out wide and the molly landed for Flame, so he was just stuck looking sight. But that's, yeah, he's very fortunate to close that 1v1.
Well, again, it was a partial from Vitality. They didn't go all in it. They left a little bit of cash, and now they're going a partial again.
Leaving round for MOUZ.
This continues to tighten it up. You got to remember, 9-3 first half for Vitality.
Yeah.
They had 5 chances to close out this game.
Oh, it's good gusto
now on
for
chance
MOUZ.
number 3, down to the pistols again. ZywOo walks it down long, but he is dead. Apex covering. Flames Deagle popping up. It's another well-placed stack for Apex.
It doesn't really matter what guns Vitality have. They're in every round.
I'm so scared.
Torshi, the fact that he's the AWPer, that's the only thing really saving him right now. Another flash, another fight.
Rops is in T-spawn right now.
he's
This
blind.
matters if they get all the kills at long, and they have. It's over, just like that. Vitality couldn't find the first half buy, but the second will send MOUZ down a map.
With Apex calling stacks like that, there was only so many times MOUZ could walk in at a full force of Vitality and keep withstanding it. Vitality's map pick, Dust2, goes their way as they stop.
Trios, I was going to say duos. We've got Jason Moses O'Toole and Hanky G hanging out with me. CT start for Team Vitality. MOUZ on the attack. It is a must-win map. Conversations have leaned towards MOUZ and Nuke. This is the conversation. If we're going to have a grand final that isn't 3, it has to start here.
Hey, their Nuke is pretty handy, though. Against Spirit yesterday, MOUZ managed to rack up 9 T-sided rounds. They're going to have to deliver a similar performance because right now in the gun rounds, they are looking weak, they are looking flat, the stars aren't showing up, and especially Jimmy. I want to see him pop off this tournament, and we're yet to have that moment. In we go to the action. Upper bomb side of scrutiny here as Broland drops into main.
Could be good. That's looking too easy for Mezzy and ZywOo. Oh dear, the wind ripped from their sails immediately into the top side and into Vitality. Double kill for Mezzy, ZywOo as well.
Their first pistol of the series, Jason, and it's an absolute barn burner.
Yeah, I mean, that's a stellar hold. That looked way too easy coming out of smoke. Not a whole lot of utility. Nobody like awkwardly flash. Nobody even half blind. ZywOo just racking them up with the dualies. That's a great start here on the CT side. Nuke and massive advantage moving forward. No bomb plant, so MOUZ going to be stuck back. And you want to talk about that huge scoreline they ran up against Spirit. This is a rough way to start if you're looking to have a great T side on Nuke.
It's not the way you want to kick things off, that's for sure. It has to be the full eco going into round number 2. Just going to try and bleed out that utility. Glocks across the board, not even a cheeky
How much of what utility are they going to bleed out?
Okay, yeah, fair point, fair point.
Not you. I'm just so surprised there's so little utility out there.
It's very rare to see that.
This is actually really nice from Vitality. They're preparing for that first gun round. They know it's coming next. They've read the situation well, and now they're going to have 4 M4s going into that first gun round. So they're going to have all the utility, all the firepower. It's a bit of a risk. If they get Tech 9 armor, maybe you're feeling the pain, but still, it's a full eco. This is looking perfect for Vitality. And you can see MOUZ trying to bait out the utility, as you guys mentioned, though. Nothing available. So it's one of those fun rounds we can just enjoy and see what they're up to.
I think the interesting part of this half is going to be, Chad mentioned in the cast, we saw it plenty in the green room, all the awkward ZywOo misses. For whatever reason, Op looked cold on Dust2. There were some sitters that we normally expect him to hit 10 out of 10 times. He's going to play a big role outside, obviously, on this map.
With that, it felt like it was such a comprehensive victory without even ZywOo turning up. And they lost both pistols, but all the gun rounds are so clean. And Rob's keep it going, gets himself a double towards ramp, and maybe a chance for a bomb plant here. The CTs, though, already down towards lower, should be a foregone conclusion.
At least a chance to do some economic damage, which would be massive in this round number 2. If MOUZ can pull it off, going to be tough without any nades of their own. So stepping into the lower bomb site, committed now, don't have the resources to go back up top. Glock's trying to set the M4 up for a fight, and that ain't going to work. 2-0 for Vitality.
And they recovered the last M4 as well, just to note.
That was the only concern I had, was whether or not Robs had overstayed on ramp, but I think he understood that like there was no getting out of that scenario. He just wanted to take as many as he could down with him. But yeah, ZywOo may be looking cold, but I'll tell you who isn't. Mr. Cool actually looking red hot throughout this tournament. He is in that top 5, and he's looking incredible.
Yeah, that goes for a lot of the Vitality players. ZywOo number 1 in the tournament. Got Flames top 3 as well. ZywOo, Rob's in the top 5, so they are looking hot.
Oh, the talent on this team is stacked. It's unreal, but you could say something similar about MOUZ. A lot of really strong players there. We just didn't get to see it on that first map, but we have seen it in other stages of the tournament.
All right then, first gun round, boys. Will certainly set the tone. Zershan looking to cross the popped smoke, though. He'll second guess himself, and Brolan actually sneaking through. This is picking up the pace now. Apex down towards Secret, gets a clean fight and the opening kill, but it's quickly answered back towards Flames.
Well, ZywOo's still here, chilling at the red box, waiting patiently. Apex overextends, but it's just to set up the play from Rops.
Okay, I like this from Rops.
You're not going to expect this. Torch is holding, but loses out on the bomb. A nice headshot found ZywOo, however, empty-handed. It's a good find from Brolan back, and an overcommitment from Rops as well. Spinks chips in, makes it a 1 versus 3, but you're not ready for a third, are you? Yeah, you are, Spinks!
Okay, that's his best round of the game so far. Really nice.
I mean, when you start seeing those overextensions from Secret, it feels very weird as that player. Like, why are so many people trying to force this fight at this moment? I think that's Spinks reading the situation very, very well and just being a little bit of suspect about what's coming next. They had plenty of time on the clock to hit the pause button as well. Bomb was dropped, and just patience wins the day for MOUZ.
Yeah, good spray control. Every single one of those he commits to his first spray. Crosshair placement clearly good enough, and of course his understanding of the spray pattern. 2-1.
Okay.
He's out.
Here we go. Force Buy presented 3 SMGs into the mix. MOUZ with the firepower advantage, that's for sure, but is there going to be any sort of aggression? Will there be a lobby press?
And win here for MOUZ would keep the AWP out of ZywOo's hands just a little bit longer, which is obviously a luxury you'd love to have against Vitality. Money in a rough place, utility in a rough place for Vitality. 1 smoke, 3 flashes remaining for the minute and 20 seconds left on the clock in round 4.
Oh, they just invested all of their smokes in this cross. 4 thrown in simultaneous fashion just to get Xerxen down.
No reaction yet whatsoever from Vitality. There is a player downstairs, that's Rops with an M4 looking for the secret play from Xerxen, but not coming quite yet.
Yeah, that was very prevalent against Spirit. Xerxen getting down to a secret every single round. Little alley-oop play with a flashbang towards main will set up Brolan. And who will be striking first blood here? Good flashbang. ZywOo applying pressure towards the hut. Lots of damage inflicted for Spinks. Oh, it's not clean, but still, Mezzy gets the job done.
Okay, mission accomplished. Gets away with murder. Swings in to finish what ZywOo couldn't finish, and now Rops is delivered.
Up the vent?
Up the vent, double kill. Like that almost feels BM. I know it's not. That's the play, but how has he gotten away with that?
Again, it's just the understanding of when's the time to make the play, and he sees 2 of his teammates in the upper bomb site harassing, getting kills, clearing out hut, and he's like, you guys are distracted. You guys are going to be trying to take the bomb site. I'm popping up right now. Sick play from Rops.
Bloody hell. Yeah, you can see that's really frustrating for Brolan. Very, it felt like everything was going to plan. Your regimented start, everyone was in the right position. The next layer came in, flashing Brolan into main, and then it just kind of collapses. Who is this? Yeah, not even clearing Tetris. That's a bit of an oversight.
The freest kill you're ever going to have. Even with 15 missed shots, he still gets the kill.
He gave the real British experience right there, didn't he?
Well then, it's going to be an eco, I'm afraid. They've gone for partial, I suppose, so we've got some Tech-9s and Kevlar, but not much behind it. A couple of flashes. They're going to try and make their way towards the ramp room, but bear in mind, it's going to be Rops waiting for them, one of the true masters of that position.
This is tough too, and it's got to be a struggle for Brolan. I mean, you talked about the Spirit game where they ran up a massive scoreline. They got to play with from the front. They got to play with momentum. They got to pile on rounds based off the fact that they were just steamrolling over Spirit. Now they have to get it back, and look at Rops.
Here he comes.
Oh my lord! So sharp.
Well, you won't be going ramp too often this half, I reckon, after that one. And it's going to be a nice freebie for Xerxen at the very least. So they don't leave empty-handed, I suppose. But now he's got the M4 Incendiary on the utility belt. But Ross is on for the ace.
This is definitely going to go down as one of the most legendary roster moves of all time, as far as a team ascending to a new level upon his arrival.
Well, think about his sort of. Well, hold the phone here. Let's see what Xerxen can do with this.
He gets his kill, I think.
Yeah, he does indeed. Nice and clean. Has to come back in towards ramp room. 40 seconds and shut down.
Okay.
But think about Rops' career, right? When he burst in and he joined MOUZ, and it made that team instantly dangerous, back in the day when he first got started. And then eventually moves over to FaZe and turns that team into the most dominant runs of any team we've ever had in Counter-Strike. And now in Vitality, where it looks like he actually might set up the very same thing. Rops is just every team he goes to proves how valuable he is, how good he is, and how dominant he can be.
So clean with it as well on the AK-47, just shooting for fun. Denied the ace. And Mezzy to close things out. It is going to be 4-1. Money available, but it will be a tactical timeout at this stage for MOUZ. Lord knows they need it. Bear in mind, against Spirit, they had such a dream run of it. 9 rounds on their T side. That is no longer possible.
Yeah, already. Round to round 6. No ult for ZywOo still. It's working absolutely fine with the M4s. But you get the guns back out. Will you once again invest all 4 of your smokes into this double smoke wall that's becoming very vogue? Big fight on the yard position. It's Apex spamming away at the smokes. Does clip a little onto the Xerxes run. Looks like he's getting across though. Forward position, never mind. Apex brings him down. Spinks will trade. Good shooting from Spinks in combination with Torji. Flames is gone. MOUZ with a lot of work to do on this top site, but he's just slipped past there. Clears. Jimmy clears him out though. That's an important frag from the Finn.
Okay, Robs though. 2 versus 1. They are edging towards his position. First one connects, can't quite find the second. Jimmy stepping up when they need him most. 2 on the board and 2 frags in the round for the Finn as we go into round number 7. The money actually under a lot of pressure here. Team Vitality averaging around $2,500 per player. So it might be the partial investment of a hero M4 here.
Those are his first 2 frags, Henry, and it's round defining from Jimmy. This one onto MOUZ. He still addresses that potential towards the close hut, and this trade as well in the 1v1, bringing down Robs. You'd already started the transfer, got him to 50 HP.
Okay.
Good precision from him. Look at the buy.
Yeah, they shovel in here. ZywOo yet to have his big moment in the grand final thus far. They'll hope he can stand and deliver. Scout unable to find any significant damage as he clips Xerxes.
Ooh, nice work.
Yeah.
A lot of faith in Exertion taken outside alone from MOUZ this half. Last round was a brawl outside, but other than that, it's been Exertion crossing to secret, dueling up on top of the box in this round. Utility to the upper box.
Oh my god, you're dead.
It's not a pump fake. They're coming in after that utility. Flame slows it down, and actually MOUZ back away.
All right, towards ramp we go. It's wide open at this stage. You'd assume they just jump down towards lower. They don't have much in terms of smokes, but CTs do have presence down there. God, do they ever. ZywOo shooting gallery available. They needed him to step up. Looking for the triple. Damage inflicted. Torji low as we enter a 2 versus 1. And there he is. The big man steps up. 3 kills in the round and saves Vitality's half.
What's the opposite of a counter curse? You just call, or a caster curse. You just called out ZywOo.
Yeah.
Needed a big round, and he got them all bottlenecked in the choke point. That's massive damage.
Oh my.
There was a window opening for MOUZ in this map. The conversation was about to shift after that all in from Vitality, and they just get owned.
It's the second time. It's the second time in these firsts and the 4th. They had that chance here in this round, and they stubbed their toe yet again. Missed opportunities for MOUZ, not letting them get into this half yet.
Just the beauty of, as well, of like his ammo management, those little bursts, makes that 20 bullet mag not actually feel pretty perfect for that multi-kill. Little, just 3-4 bullet bursts to the body, and he owns them.
2 force buys now working out for Vitality. MOUZ can't afford to lose these sort of rounds. They're looking like the weaker team individually today, and MOUZ's got a treat for us here in round number 8. He's brought up the auto shotgun. It's a nuke special.
They seem like MOUZ seem like they're feeling a lot of pressure at the moment. A lot of these decisions are very fast, very assertive, not like hitting the brakes, not calling for a freeze in the middle of the round. It feels like they're trying to do a lot really quickly.
Which gives a lot of clarity to Vitality. They know exactly what to expect when they have that first sound cue. You can react off of that. That rotation was swift.
Yep. Just went for it.
It's a shame. We're not going to get much alligator action from MOUZ in this round. Everyone heading yard. Not the kind of range. Oh, bloody hell.
Some Deagle action though, aren't we?
For a Deagle. Great for a Deagle. How's he done that?
Wow.
Going down lower. Good luck, have fun.
Just to note, they do not have Kevlar here. So it's a nice opening pick. Does it go much further? I'm not so sure.
Well, we
might to see a few more of those though.
We might have to get some of that alligator action with a player missing all of a sudden. And then the question is, spots the feet. Yeah, now you're in trouble. They're going to swing on you outside, ZywOo. Another chance to step up, and boy does he. 3 kills.
Long range, MP9. He seems to be cognizant of the potential for lockers. He really has a great idea as to where Xerxes coming from, but doesn't stop him from getting the frag. Okay. A 1 versus 3 does become 2, and now there's a shotgun on the roof. MOUZ's just relying on his sidearm at this point, with Flames as well, holding onto that bomb. Not an angle he's expecting. Someone on main roof is just so avant-garde. Didn't he spot the elbow? Did his teammates let him know? Is he getting 4x3'd on that jiggle? MOUZ with the pistol. Oh, a 5-7 from main roof from a CT. And he secured it. 6 for Vitality.
And he keeps the shotgun hitted.
Of course he does.
Yeah, got to do that.
Yeah, true.
Want him to come right back to you the next round.
It's a good point. Got a little bit dicey there with Eagle no armor. I'll be honest with you, even the spray from ZywOo got quite scary, but still getting 3 kills. Round was secured. Good try from Xerxen. No dice, so the 5-7 takes care of business. And the auto shotgun enters round number 9. Another chance here.
Here we go.
6-2. This harp is spiraling for MOUZ, though. Fully equipped with the AK-47. Missing some key bits of utility, though. Spinks up high on the silo. It looks like they're trying to get towards main this time rather than descending Xerxen straight down towards Secret. So a variation on the smokes.
First round of ZywOo with the AWP, and he's taking it over towards the ramp room, which has freed Rops up, as you mentioned, to be in Secret. Flames in the upper bomb site. Mezzy there with the shotgun as well, and that smoke wall, the cross is coming in towards Secret.
Here's their play. Apex is ready for it, receives Xerxen comfortably. Will block smoke. Torgy's ahead of this. Apex could get a bit of a jump scare, but Flames has spotted, tagged him up, and oh, Brolan babysits. Important. Saves his teammate. However, ZywOo's AWP's now been found, and Spinks is right behind him.
Great awareness, though, from ZywOo to step forward into ramp room, realizing this. Oh, no, he came right back up. I thought he got the comms that outside was available, but that's a nasty timing for Spinks to hit. A very aggressive lurk.
Here we go, then. Best chance MOUZ have had in some time. Equal 3 versus 3. Torgy, 20 points of health. Flames given the responsibility to patrol this heaven position. A lot of angles to manage here. You can see he's overworked.
Well, it's part of the reason is his teammate's got a shotgun.
Oh! Flames, 1 bullet.
Oh,
That's all it took.
He couldn't hit it.
Oh, the auto shotgun now.
Does feel a little uncomfortable. No one's denying that. However, if
this
you're directly
could be a prime
under
spot
heaven,
for it.
No, they get one, but then Spinks reveals his wrath. That's the alligator just jumping through the MOUZ. And with 15 seconds left, Brolan drops down the vent silently. Rops has no idea that that bomb's going B. The molly will signify it, though. The rotation is on, but Rops is right behind him. That's brutal from Rops. You have to plant it, and instead, Brolan loses the round. Virtue of Rops charging through the flames. Mezzy's shotgun makes up for Flamesy's shortcomings.
Rops is never rattled, is he? He knows the exact situation. I'll tank however much damage you want in this Molotov. If I push this, you cannot plant the bomb, and the round is won.
And it denies an extra $600 per player. It means the next buy is completely compromised. It was already weak. This was a great opportunity for MOUZ, but the auto shotgun of all weapons, perfectly positioned. Low HP player first. Second had 100 HP. Decimates him. And at this point, it's a thing of beauty from Robs. Jason's spot on there. Perfect play. Even if you go down, you denied the plan. And Brolan, he'll take the AK-47 to the next round, sure, but his teammates can't justify much more around it. It's another tactical timeout. 7-2 down. This T-side campaign has barely got going once again. The gun rounds have just been so one way in favor of Team Vitality on Dust2 and indeed Nuke.
That's a good example of the other reason Robs is such a, well-rounded player. Not only is his aim and his communication world-class, but just his decision-making and his read on the game. He knows that he can survive that Molotov and guarantee the round by dropping. Some players would, capitulate, overthink it, underplay it. He just nails it. 7-2 is the scoreline, and they are trying to work with what? Brolan on an AK, some Kevlar.
Kevlar and Tech 9s. They've got smokes to execute, a couple of Molotovs to flush out CTs and key positions, but whether they can actually get close to winning the round is yet to be seen. Flames will be operating with the SMG this round. And just going through the motions once again. Xerxen, always so good at slipping the net, getting himself down towards that secret area, and now Robs to be tested once again. Test him at your peril, boys. Here they come, and they've actually done a great job. Opening kill in favor of Spinks, and it's a messy spray from Flames. This SMG has not been connecting today.
They might overlook Apex, though. They've killed 2 now. 1 in ramp room. Oh, okay, they do turn in towards Dark. That's 1. Apex needs so many more. Only 2 isn't bad, and it's kept it within reach.
Oh, not anymore. Not anymore. A ladder spray from Xerxen. Now, the bomb's going down lower. He was last seen upper. ZywOo doesn't know that the bomb's been planted on B, but he will catch the rotation of Xerxen.
That tells him exactly where the bomb's planted.
Okay, massive advantage over Torgy. ZywOo can't afford to sneak around. As you can see, has to be loud and proud here. Pops open the door, going to go around towards Secret. He has got himself no kit. Oh, he has got the kit, so there's a real chance here. We'll see if he can pull it off.
See how he works it. Swings open the door. Torgy's got the angle, got the element of surprise, but ZywOo has got the headshots. Oh, Torgy had all the time in the world. I missed that from Apex because I'm shouting over it like a dick, but yeah.
That's a brilliant shot from ZywOo as well. Just gets out of the door way too quick for Torgy to handle.
He had so much time to choose his position and choose his moments.
Well, ZywOo plays it smart as well, right? Breaks open the control side door, checks his flank towards decon to make sure someone's not trying to wrap, or Torgy's not trying to wrap around him. And then, yeah, there's some footsteps given up in the door 4Q opening. But Torji kind of positioned himself and committed to a position for control.
He's too good. He's too good. I swear. Thank you.
Hard to argue with that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a joy to play with a player like that.
12-6 is ZywOo. Rob's at 13. Towards outside we go once again. This half, unfortunately, spiraling once more for MOUZ. Xerxon leading the charge. Spinks up high on main roof. Down we go. Jimmy to patrol Squeaky, but Xerxon this time found. Should be a trade for Robs.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice equalizing kill from Brolan.
Brolan's had some bangers outside. Just struggling, I think, MOUZ to find the critical kills to really open things truly up in a round. They're nice trades, but you don't get too much off of it.
Let's be real. MOUZ need this round desperately. There's only 2 more to be played. This is one of them. 3 versus 3. Towards heaven we go. No CT presence whatsoever. Brolan bravely face checks the position. Mezzi on the bomb side floor.
This is an upper defender's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
You have 3 choke points to think about, and nobody's helping you out with heaven at all. He has to know it's open.
Oh wow, it actually dinks up the AWPer, but doesn't even reveal that heaven player. So if they were to plant for that heaven, which they will, nigh impossible for Flames and Apex, but he has been allowed to get up the vent. That makes it a little bit more of a conversation. He's looking for Brolan. An overextension from Brolan could open up their chances. He spotted their shoulder, forced back by the Flames, makes it a 2v2. Good headshot from Apex. Keeps the conversation going. No kit, but the nade, the dink from Mezzi sets up success. Only the one can stop him. It's Jimmy in the clutch, but Vitality cannot be stopped. Their best opportunity in a long time, and MOUZ. Chef's kiss from Apex. They are indeed cooking up trouble. 9-2. Oh gosh, this T side is a direct contrast to what you were talking about yesterday versus Spirit.
It just seems so flat today. No one can really get going. They're having advantageous situations, unable to convert them, but perfectly played. Apex sneaking the vents, Molotoving the ladder to flush the player out. The grenade follow-up as well. It is a thing of beauty from the in-game leader there. Tactical precision on point as we see Flames with an easy kill. Tagging back towards the end, and it's the final round of play. 9-2. They are getting absolutely decimated out there right now on the second map. Can they bring it back to life? 3 is a necessity at this point for MOUZ.
God, it was such a perfect round.
Yeah, you're running into a team in Vitality that's playing all these situations so well. So smartly, everything seems to be communicated. Players working together.
Okay, they want to challenge Robs again.
Ooh,
Down he goes, he has to go down.
Forced back. Got ZywOo ready to punish Jimmy. And hang on! Xerxon! Oh, he's lucky to be alive. The quick scope attempt from ZywOo does not connect. And now ramp lost. Rob's dead. Best chance we've seen from MOUZ in some time. Again.
Gotta convert those boys.
Well, now they have the opportunity to hit the brakes. Look for the reaction. You just heard the ladder. Now Xerxon just spotted Flamesy. Can't win the fight. Smoke clears. And there's Mezzi inside the site. They're walking right back into the stack.
Spinks should have him, though. Mezzi just looks away, worried about Heaven Wrap as well. Spinks backs away. Flames a free frag for Torji. Good catch as well. Their positioning rewarded. Apex coming in from Heaven's side. They have no idea where he's coming from, and so just waltzes out. Should isolate the first. Makes it a 1v1 versus Torji. He lost his versus ZywOo. Will he lose versus Apex as well?
He seems to know.
No need to peek. Don't give it to him. Scooping up the kit. Apex staying nimble. Wouldn't dare. But he walks straight into Torji. He saved him, giving him something, just a little something to work with. 3 rounds, all they have to play with as we swap sides.
Bloody hell. It's raining frags.
Vitality looking to make it a 2-0 start. Flat out of the gates. MOUZ, flat as a pancake coming into this nuke. It's not looked good.
Apex is having so much fun, dude. He's having the time of his life out there. I gotta feel like for him, he mentioned that 3-0 loss they took to MOUZ at the previous Pro League finals. I feel like this is really personal for him. I think that really pissed him off during the preparation for this series because him and Vitality have been on point start to finish. 9-3 lead.
Well, here we go then, boys. This will be indicative as to where Nuke is going. It's the map pick of MOUZ. This grand final has not been kind to them. Jimmy especially struggling on Dust2, yet to get going on Nuke. He's 3-10. His teammates stepping up though. We saw some great output from Xertion here. Spinks finally turning up to the grand final as well. We'll see whether ZywOo and his trusty P250 can cause a dent here. Working towards outside. Player towards Secret though.
This is deliberately dispatched to try and remove ZywOo's search. And yeah, Torji, one click of the mouse and jobs are good. And Jimmy concedes ramp, forced to back away. Rotation through is Brolan. Flames closing the gap, gets close to that hell swing. Brolan's USP not going to connect on the first. Flames applying that pressure for this wrap. A lot of bodies outside though. Flames brings the fight. Wow, delivers an instant headshot. The movement as well. And he's looking for Torji. He's isolating him. He's really bringing the fight to Torji. Swings in. Torji gets one. It's Mezzi to trade.
Great teamwork. Good spacing. That is spot on.
What do you do if you're Xertion and Spinks? Like, where do you go? You have no idea what's... Well, I mean, you're kind of pinned down in a position where you don't have a whole lot of information. Heaven is exposed. You know they have outside control.
This USP just has to, get one. Doesn't manage that. Apex does better. Gets two.
Oh, Jimmy, you know he's dropped down lower. He's the ramp player. You've already seen him. It's over. Fortunately, I hate to report that.
I don't like to say it, but here we are.
They know exactly where he is, and he'll have to come in the vent or main entrance. There's two options.
That like Flames, Mezzi, hell take. Yeah, you were right. It was just like the spacing.
That's
it was
just
gorgeous.
Textbook Counter-Strike. Like, that's perfectly played, and we've seen a few of those rounds from Vitality as a whole so far.
Flamesy dropped a burst fire in that first guy's face as well, right?
I think you're right.
He switched over, yeah.
A strafing burst fire insta. Perfect.
There's really not many things more satisfying than a Glock burst fire headshot. It's not.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
I get frisky every once in a while.
Okay.
I send it out there.
Okay.
Treat yourself.
Maybe I will.
Next pistol round.
Well, I guess you're force buying. There's no two ways about it. You cannot afford to go down 11-3 on your map pick. So all in, I'm afraid. You'll be MP9s and a FAMAS. Oh, maybe it was a single.
It was a single. Okay.
Right. I think you're fine. Apex, though, great round here. Low HP on Xertion. And then, as I mentioned, Jimmy had already been sent packing down towards lower, so they knew exactly where he was. Round was over at that stage. And game probably over if they win this round. It's against a force buy here for 11 on the board. In cruise control are Vitality at this stage. And it's aggressive. And, well, it's not too bad. Okay, now it's bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Got pretty bad.
They had no utility. They had 0 nades this round. I think MOUZ felt like they were forced to just go for a lobby crunch. And in a round like this, with a score like this, that's the first thing Apex says during freeze time. Watch for something stupid. Watch for a lobby crunch. Watch for a hot push.
Oh, that's round. And I guess an eco next. Technically, you could force buy again, I suppose.
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, but I think you just got to force buy.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, you just got to force buy, I think.
Brolan's going to get shot in the back of the head. One tap in about 5 seconds. Once he realizes, didn't check it. It's probably for the best. Low HP. You don't want to be giving him anything.
Robs is going to have this disgusting.
Come on.
He'll die, I think. He's low HP, huh?
Yeah, gets the info. Brolan's only got an MP9. He's not even going to be allowed to keep that.
There it is.
Does take down Robs. And scarpering away, tail between his legs, he goes down.
Well, $600, I suppose.
Yeah.
Brought into the coffers for Brolan, but probably force. Map feels like it's done.
Look, he just got up there when they started crunching. Perfect angle for you. You can see you can just spam away at your legs. Very hard to bring him down in a fair fight.
He gets up quietly as well. That's why they were there right when he gets settled in, is because he was going up so they wouldn't hear the ladder sound cue. 8-round lead for Vitality. It's not a force buy, just pistol upgrades.
This is the different team we saw yesterday against Siege Spirit. Like, that is, look out of that depth.
I mean, look, Dust2, they obviously got battered, but they had to feel so beaten in terms of like strategy, strategically with Apex calling.
They won both pistols too.
Yeah, and like I think that's the biggest thing. It's not so much that like you get unnerved by being shot harder or by individuals popping off, just the level of outplay tactically on Dust2 probably threw them into a little bit of a tailspin.
Oh, it's not looking good for round number 15, I'm afraid. This is for map points in this best of 5 grand final. 2-0 looking like an absolute certainty. It would take a monstrous error from Vitality to give this round up. There's always that 1% chance, but doesn't look like it'll be coming to fruition unless Rops gives over a rifle. You never know. The PT-50 doing some damage downrange. ZywOo offers up damage in return though, and it's going to be a lower plan.
Crouch bursting with a MAC-10.
Yeah, I thought, my brain genuinely was like, oh, someone must have they must have swapped weapons. I must have missed that. He must have had the Galil and then swapped. But no, that was a MAC-10, just crouching, bursting. And the FAMAS, their best bet, is taken away from them. Decon 5 for Jimmy. Yeah, that's the jumping MAC-10. Very hard to track. And now just Torji's 5-7 with no armor. He is going to be chased on down by this aggressive SMG and put in a grave. 12-3. Good grief. This is a speed run.
I was planning on giving this grand final the beans. I don't know when I'm going to commentate another one, but difficult to really like get going.
You want to give it this last round though?
I don't know. I don't think it deserves it yet. Yeah. Maybe the...
Certainly not the second or the first. These guys have just made mincemeat of MOUZ. It's not a lot of mincemeat out of a MOUZ, I presume. But still some.
All right, last chance saloon.
Have to make a slider.
Yeah, a little slider. And they're sliding right into the trophy lift if they keep this up. Xertion, however, has changed the dialogue. A nice opening to start us off. Could be changing in a moment, but no, Jimmy passes his test on the ramp and pieces out, playing for the drop, ready to punish. Wow, ZywOo's actually got him. Jimmy's going to be feeling a bit foolish, but there are 2 CTs here.
Very losable this round. MAC-10 still causing some trouble out there, but it looks like the round is secure. Smoke down towards double doors. Just going to try and get a plant down at this stage. It looks like it's a comfortable one from MOUZ. Says Apex still alive here. Doesn't have enough HP to really go for this one, and it will be a convincing finish. I guess hope dies last. You got to keep believing. It's going to be a long, arduous journey back in this grand final for MOUZ. It all starts here. They probably won't win the map or even get it close to overtime, but every round they can piece together and convince themselves they can warm up and get into this one. It's going to be worth it to weigh some gold.
You need a round to like rattle Vitality a little bit, because right now they're playing with so much confidence with this kind of a lead. Like even kind of Rops progressing into the bomb site was being a little lackadaisical, having a good time.
The problem is, Jason, that round they just win. That's the bonus round. You get Galil's, MAC-10s in the mix. ZywOo just not dying yet in the second half.
I think you need to win. Obviously, I mean, you need to win everything, but I think if you wanna start changing the way this game might feel, you need to have like a really strong, dominant win in one of these guns. Maybe not this one, probably the next one.
Sure. A statement performance. Let's see what they've got left in the tank.
It does look like the reins have been pulled a little tighter into this round. It's like, okay, boys, I know.
Apex, he's like the MAC-10s.
Having fun.
Yeah, no more MAC-10s. We all have AKs. Everybody, let's get it back in.
Lock in.
I'm sure Vitality got Robs' contract locked in as well. I mean, this is 17 and 13 is matching the output of ZywOo in a grand final. That's a dream. And for some reason, that molly works now. Okay, what?
It didn't used to. That used to be the only safe position. I guess they got a new lineup.
It was a patch last night. I don't know. Maybe they've just got a better molly.
Oh, well.
Crazy.
We might be done here, ladies and gents.
I'm certain Xertion thought he was safe on top of that, because I've seen multiple times that molly not spread.
Loads of games, and I've said this is the one spot you can stand in when the Molotov lands. I guess they've got a new lineup, whatever it may be. This is maybe a quick scope. Yeah, okay, we'll take it. No scope, in fact.
Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to go for this retake, but how do you get back in? You've got no smokes for the bomb. You have no smokes to block anything off. You're not
up on the retake.
And, yeah, up on the retake. You're not in a good position to utilize the Molotov quite yet.
Oh, just perfect. Perfect from Mezzi. They maintain this crossfire, that door nade. Perfect from Vitality. Oh man, 13 and 4, and he is burning. Yeah, Apex, that's a little reference to the molly. Xertion getting a bit of a jump scare there. A nasty way for it to go down. MOUZ down in the dumps. A 0-2 deficit in a best of 5. We don't even have to start talking about how unlikely reverse sweeps.
MOUZ, and well, in this grand final, Vitality are looking to run away with it handedly. Getting out that clash of champions.
All right. I love the confidence of that pistol for MOUZ to come into a third map like this. They've run down mid to start this whole map, and they've taken a 5v4. Vitality forced into this B site. Xertion, what are you up to?
No, has he done that?
That's the invitation. That's the red carpet. Brolin going to get spammed as well.
Now
This
you
smoke
know.
has not been friendly. Spinks holds the cross. Apex going to drop one in. We'll cut off that sight line to Spinks. Will the smoke spam treat him as well?
Oh!
Jimmy certainly fails it. Oh, man, double up. No one's even seen anyone in this round yet.
Okay, well, a little bit of Lady Luck smiling upon Jimmy there. The bomb will be planted, and surely it's their round. Finally, a bit of fortune favoring MOUZ there as 3 players survive. A round stolen away, if you ask me, Hugo. That's bizarre how he gets 2.
Yeah, I mean, Vitality got the shot through the smoke first, but then Jimmy does it back. Double trouble. That second shot was... I don't even know what it was.
We need that in slow motion.
Yeah.
What in God's name just happened?
In 1440p.
I mean, there's no skill. That's all luck.
And
But
this?
yeah, that's all luck. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We'll take it at this stage.
That's what MOUZ need. Another pistol in the pocket.
And he's had a stinker of a tournament.
Yeah.
Grand final hasn't been great. So maybe they'll revitalize him. Lord knows they need it.
And please, the guy with the top spawn, I'm begging you. Drive by and ramp. It's gonna look good on stream.
I need to do it, bro. Give me first one.
Vibes are good at least. Send it.
Yeah, well, they did get the bomb planted, however. So these are the rounds that have been quite problematic, especially on Nuke when you have the firepower advantage. It seems like Vitality just ran over them. Good grenade at the start. Both the rifle players, that's ZywOo and MOUZ, down about 60 points of health.
MOUZ's had an unbelievable 2 maps so far. Would you believe me, Henry, if I said MOUZ was a top-rated player in the first 2 maps and ZywOo is the bottom-rated player of his team?
Had I not watched them, I wouldn't believe you. But I did watch both maps, so I do have to say I do understand the prospect of that. But still, the fact they're performing at this level without even like a proper informed ZywOo is unreal. This has been a masterclass of Counter-Strike.
It speaks to the depth of Vitality right now, this current roster, that ZywOo is just sitting at a 1.0 rating, 2 maps into the final, and they've made quick work of their opponents.
Got to convert this one, MOUZ. These are the rounds you cannot afford to lose, and they've lost a lot of them today.
Well, I guess delayed a little bit. Scared it's an apps pop flash.
They've got a nice setup.
Set up 2 in the site.
Util over. Oh, that's ugly for Torshi. Gonna have to get the reload off. Need the cover from Jimmy P, but he's run through. Torshi, it's real ugly. They get past that guy. That's the bomb plant found for Vitality.
No, it's
bomb
not.
out in no man's land. They do have to cross back and get it, actually.
Oh.
Exertion here.
Sure.
Playing to deny. Playing to deny that bomb's retrieval, but he's missed his window, missed his timing, trying to close the gap. Now it goes so wrong for MOUZ and so right for Vitality. They keep up something they've achieved all tournament long, which is being a threat in these 4 spies in round 2.
Arch player, library player really committing before the flank is in. That feels so bad for Exertion, who comes on the flank. He hears that bomb pickup. He doesn't even focus Apex. He tries to kill the cover, and then Apex swings off of the fake tap. Vitality just so fluid right now, so unstoppable.
A lot of panic amongst the ranks of MOUZ as well. You can see the sprays. It's not looking usual for them. And unfortunately for MOUZ, that's even worse than losing the pistol at this stage, especially on that CT side. You're only going to get $1,400 lost bonus. Nice tag on ZywOo, though. Takes another 14 points of health. They are all in. Scout for Torji, and no head for Jimpphat as they'll find a couple. Hype starting to drain out of this 3rd map already. It feels like it'll be full eco into the next, and a 3-1 deficit. Robs, known for his efficiency.
Yeah, you got to take that. You got to get any advantage you can at this point. That will add money to Brolin's bank account, but it won't stop this charge on the B site. MOUZ able to cover, and Vitality simply done. This is how Dust2 started. MOUZ with a pistol, a confidence-inspiring one, and then they got swept on a force by Vitality, ran away 9-3 with that half.
Well, Brolin, I guess he saved the Galil and the Kevlar. That's about all you can really bring to the table in the following round. It'll be USPs otherwise. 2-1 locked in. And 2-0 overall in this best of 5. Vitality just having fun out there right now, enjoying themselves. What a performance. Night and day from the MOUZ we saw yesterday against Spirit. They looked hungry, they looked precise. Today, that is falling very flat.
Yeah, for the longest time, MOUZ to us looked like the vibe guys, you know, always had a great energy, always seemed to be getting on in and outside of the server. We got them on the casts in the previous seasons.
Yeah, sure.
One thing that helps vibes a lot is winning. And Vitality have that in spades.
You know, I think
the easiest job in the world.
Yeah, that'll do.
Thanks, bro.
Sorry, Harry, you were saying.
No, I think, you know, for MOUZ, the vibes have been good, right? But there has been this feeling of like, damn, they're achieving a lot. It feels like maybe they're overachieving right now.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see, but this is like their first major setback at the hands of Vitality, a squad that kind of imbue a championship mindset right now. You can tell it from how they're carrying themselves, showing up to the events. They're blasting music the whole time they're warming up. Yeah. The vibes look really, really sound within Vitality, and that was something Rob said the moment he joined this squad. He said, I have a similar feeling to when we got the FaZe group together. I feel like we could win everything right now, and Vitality is certainly delivering on that statement.
Honestly, they just might. You know, we might be in for a very Vitality-focused year.
I think you might be onto something. This has the potential to be one of the greatest Counter-Strike teams ever assembled, and they're just getting going with Robs in the roster.
What a statement. But it's hard to disagree when the pudding is made of this much proof.
Wondering who you go with that. You stuck the landing. That really tickled me. Well played. Let's have a look. There is a boost towards B for Brolan. Bear in mind, Eco otherwise just a 5-7. Apart from that, save Galil. And we are going back towards B by the looks of things here. So there could be some fun and games in store. But Brolan leaving the area now as the hope starts to diminish once again. It's a full fake here from Flames, a scouting mission with the MAC-10. He's going to find quite a lot here, maybe more than he bargained for, as he checks every nook and cranny. Does check the back of this site, and all of a sudden it gets a little bit messy.
Just go B. It's fine. They were sat in banana the whole time. They had three players on A.
We've got Robs containing. Should be fine. Yeah. B's completely wide open. Sure, they've got a man advantage here, but you might just be better off saving the Galil again. Okay, Robs, that's not what I'm used to seeing from you, my friend.
Okay, it's fine. They're not going to lose the round.
I wouldn't use the word fine here. I would say that it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's definitely possible to win this now. You've got 2 rifles.
Oh, Mezzi desperately needs this, and where everyone else was a little ugly in some of their kills, Mezzi is very, very clean in that one onto Jimmy.
He's a safe pair of hands.
Yeah. He is. You know, you'll frequently see him in these sort of spots. Other guys get a lot of freedom. Mezzi is the one that plays to contain.
It's not the most exciting call, but this is the correct one for MOUZ. Save the rifles here. Build up the economy. That was not friendly to them in the previous map at all. Lots of compromised setups. So they'll have a nice strong buy here, and the AWP available for Torshi as well.
That's by virtue of the knife kill.
Yep, absolutely.
So it's not just about, you know, getting in your opponent's head, although that's a side effect.
Well, 3-1. And we do see Vitality now enter with a ZywOo M4. Mezzi saves the AK as well. AK Versertion. And this is where the game hopefully gets going here. Dust2, it seemed close on paper, but if you actually watch the gun rounds, they just got absolutely decimated.
Yeah, I think Torshi really needs to hit the ground running, right? Your CT side AWPing, you get to have that AWP early by virtue of the knife, and so you want to have a lot of impact, because Torshi has been a very heavy hitter for MOUZ on their run to this grand final, but throughout every map that's been played, he's been kind of middle of the pack for MOUZ. That's alongside Exertion and Spinks both having their moments.
See ya.
Torshi tries his hand at that AWP peek, and Apex deletes him.
My God.
That's unreal.
That's an AWP meeting the rifle over in mid, and Apex coming out ahead.
Apex to pick that kill up as well from the underpass, and now it's Flames. Head on a swivel. Dome Spinks. And it's a 5 versus 3. Who's left on this bomb side? No one, actually. Jimmy can't get going.
Jimmy can't even get one.
Dude, I can't even finish a sentence. The round's done.
I have a bad feeling for MOUZ in this third, perhaps final map.
You might be onto something. Just when you get fully equipped, we have 2 rifles, guys. We've got an AWP out here. Let's go for the pick. Let's set the tone. And he get absolutely wrecked by the in-game leader.
The other thing that's mad is just, you know, Vitality are playing such a confident game. Whatever research you've done, whatever tendencies you picked up, you're seeing none of them. They believe in every call, no matter how out of pocket it is. It's heads up Counter-Strike, changing every round, changing around the individuals. Apex is the aimer. He is that guy, as Torshi just found out.
2-tap.
Kill from Apex POV.
Yeah, how can you...
Was it a straight knife out in towards underpass and then a 1-tap?
Must have.
Yep, okay, so down
uncrouch,
here. Ready.
Uncrouch again. Bosh.
Dude, good night, Torji.
This one...
that rattles you as well, that sort of kill. Your confidence is already low, and he just lost a duel against Apex.
And Torji, he's been bringing the energy all playoffs long for MOUZ. They've been spirit for crying out loud. This is not some surprise, you know, unearned spot in the grand final. MOUZ have
just won a trophy as well.
Incredibly well this year with a new player with no formidable in-game leader. Brolan's just picking up the role. And not only taking a trophy in Cluj, sure, against lesser opposition, but taking down Spirit in this run to get here. Now look at them.
Yeah, this is unreal. They'll have a hero M4, if you want to call it that. Xertion with the rifle. Towards you got an SMG.
These are the stacks you have to make. These are the gambles that must be landing for MOUZ. 5 on the same site right now.
This is a nice idea.
Oh, not wide enough.
You haven't really stuck the landing on that one, I'm afraid, but Spinks might do.
Okay.
Getting a few kills in the feed now.
Surprised Rops even commits there. He tries to chase down this kill. They could have called it off. They know it's a stack. Rops is at the front line right now, pushing in.
Oh, they've pulled everyone over. I mean, go back to B now.
This is, you know, a symptom of being 4-1 up. 2 maps going your way in a BO5 grand final. They know they're playing into the stack and they just brute force it.
Yeah.
There were options to go back. They didn't have to play into the full stack over towards this A site, but Vitality brimming with confidence, run it down. 2v1 now. This timing for Spinks is good,
They're not ready
though.
for this. There's no way they're ready for this.
Yeah, but every second that goes by, you're going to be considering it.
He had his chance. He could have flanked short. He could have dropped that bomb.
Absolutely.
And that's, I mean, we see Spinks on these T sides. He does play very late. And in losing games, it looks ugly. We saw that towards the end of Vitality last year, where akin to Rops in phase, it's one of those lurkers that, you know, he would have great impact when you're winning, but when you're losing, it really does just look a little baity sometimes. And that's an example.
It was a lovely boost. They just fumbled it. They fell off the top, and it was like the best idea they had all game, and you couldn't even stick the boost.
I think this has been a bit of a problem, though, for MOUZ, is like they're not losing this game on calls. Like, Vitality are surely winning rounds from Apex's calling, but I wouldn't say like MOUZ have made massive blunders in that regard. It's individuals. Round openers, the ideas have been nice, but they're getting outclassed on an individual level.
Not again!
Unreal.
Oh, this is a brawl. And Vitality got knuckle dusters on.
Brolan's got to defend B with no utility. He's got a single flash alone towards CT spawn. Not the position you want to be in here. How can he make this work? Smoke down towards CT spawn, courtesy of Flames. It's going to be a 4-man attack. Brolan will need 2 kills just to give them a look in on this round.
And even then,
and you're going to get flashed here. Turning, dead.
Round.
Yeah, you got to save. Unfortunately, 6-1.
Dude, that's, I mean, the more out of control this game and the series gets, the more we see plays like that. What was that from ZywOo? He runs through the banana smoke, through the nade, and just kills Xertion throwing a Molotov.
Yep, nade in hand. Well, what can you say about this one? The hunt is on.
No respect from Vitality.
ZywOo had a quiet first couple of maps, but he is roaring into life right now. Full send with the AK-47. Cracks open banana. A couple of smoke kills in the mix as well.
That's Apex again onto Torchy's orb, shooting him through smoke. There's no saving. You can't get exits. Exits aren't going to save you now. This half is out of control. If you want to save, you've got to commit to it. Spinks in the pit is a decent position,
luck,
but Mezzy is going to risk his life in chasing this gun down. And it's an ugly shot.
Come on, man.
6-1.
Dude, this is just, you know, this is Vitality playing like the trophy is already in the cabinet, right?
Yeah.
They've already done it as far as they're concerned. When this series started, when we got to the end of the first half on Dust2, there was something like 45 flash assists for Team Vitality.
Wow.
Their util was insane. On the flip side, I think it was 14 flash assists for all of MOUZ. But here on this third map, potentially the last map in this BO5 Grand Final, they're not winning their opponents. They believe they're going to win every single fight.
So we need a miracle for MOUZ at this stage, right? One of these rounds has to be converted. A force buy, a partial, something needs to be found here. Does it start here round number 8? Vitality certainly playing with confidence, but maybe could get too cocky.
A miracle has to come from one man winning an impossible round, inspiring something in this CT side. You would say it could and should be Spinks with the hero M4, but in this round, Vitality just walk into B. It's the same situation. Xertion doesn't even fire a shot in these last 2 rounds.
Oh man, what's going on?
No respect.
Everything that can go wrong is happening right now.
This comes with the territory, right? Like, if this was map 1 of the final, there would have been flashes, there would have been util to signpost that B hit. But you just walk in contact because you trust that you've got the read, you trust you got the room, and they get the reward from it.
And they trust their individuals, and my God, are they shooting at this tournament? My God.
Do you try and go for this, boys? I guess not. You're so far removed. You've got 2 rifles. The money's already bad, so...
This is the worst map to get destroyed on because you get put in those situations all the time where you're like, oh, we shouldn't really go for this. Like, if this is a normal game right now, we shouldn't go for this, but we feel like we have to because with every round, Vitality get more and more confident. This game gets more and more out of your hands, but MOUZ can't win this round. We know that. We've seen Inferno 1,000 times. It's got to be a save. No kit. out of position, down a man.
That's one of the better chances MOUZ have had. Bear in mind, they've won a pistol again. And now that's going to be 7 rounds in a row. And your best opportunity to win one so far is a couple of SMG kills in the apartments. They'll save an M4, an AK-47. Jimmy having a better game, I suppose.
Yeah, I think, you know, something else that's kind of sick with this final being so one-sided to Vitality is really since CS2's release, we've been looking for that like team. It's been a bit of a revolving door, right?
For sure.
Orcs showing up and winning tournaments. Sure, you can look at like a team like FaZe when CS2 first dropped as one that was like in all those finals, but they weren't winning them terribly consistently. And so it was a bit of a revolving door. It felt like anyone could beat anyone, but now I think a lot of people, especially after the major in Shanghai, thought Spirit were going to be that team to beat. Vitality are now in the midst of the post-major shuffle, getting Robs onto the team, looking to make themselves the top dog. And as we said, you know, there's only been a handful of champions this year. Vitality, MOUZ, and Spirit, the 3 teams to win events. MOUZ beat Spirit to get to this final, and now Vitality are going to absolutely decimate MOUZ in the BO5. That would be one hell of a statement to show the gap between these squads right now.
It's going to have to be one amazing tactical time out here. The coach will have to rally the troops, inspire MOUZ here as they do enter round number 9 with a fully equipped CT side or for Torji. No one stepping up, no one having their moment. Even Xerxin has been quelled here. 1 and 8 for their star player. Is there anything left to be said about Inferno? It doesn't feel like it. 7 is already an amazing half on the T side of Inferno, and they're probably going to get a few more here. MOUZ need this round desperately. Finally, though, we slow things down. It's more of a default, more traditional Counter-Strike here, not rock'em sock'em robots. Let's have a look whether they can actually find any footing here whatsoever.
This is caught by both teams. Not only do MOUZ not want to fight, Vitality go a slower pace in Banana. They get that top mid control for free. MOUZ rotated 3rd man over. Vitality have allowed MOUZ to spill util, but they've still held on to a good bit at the minute mark. Multiple smokes and 2 incendiaries. The warp way to this B bomb site.
He'll be flushed out though.
He is good. Just has to fire off. Torshi.
Now, you're just going to commit towards A before the Torji can even rotate over. Lock him out. Avoid him at all costs. And look at the contact play. Look at the ground they've been given. Brolan, is he willing to take this duel? He'll be flashed in. Still, Apex finds him, domes him, in fact. Spinks, last line of defense, the anchor, desperately trying to hold on. Jimmy will be there in the pit as well. Can he find the double? Absolutely not. And now they know the last 2 players are towards B, and one of which is an AWP.
He had to finish ZywOo. He was so low, 20 health. He got that bomb into the site. They're going to try and put the pressure on. A deep smoke to boost behind.
I mean, is it going to do much?
Not if ZywOo hides in this corner.
Yeah, right. Exertion took a few extra seconds getting up
here. Dismount from this as well.
It's going to make noise.
Also, you're up against ZywOo and Robs. These guys pull out a 2v4 at least twice a map, it feels like, for Vitality. They've got a good crossfire set up. Exertion looking for a way in. Spots Robs down in the pit, but he gets deleted. And Torshi's left running for the hills. ZywOo giving chase. That AWP does not get to survive the night. Vitality want this to hurt. They've twisted the knife. And MOUZ start to run out of cash once again on this CT side.
And I want to prophesize an exciting storyline as well for our viewers following at home, maybe for our audio-only listeners. You know, ZywOo, he may have had a bit of a slower start to this series, but he is the top-rated player of the event right now. Absolutely. And if he continues that after this final, he could get the MVP. Right now, he's matched with Simple for HLTV MVPs, not just normally, but in big events as well. Matched at 14 for big events, 21 all-time. He would overtake Simple if he can find that here. So there's even more eyes on ZywOo to show up in this series. Robs is making a case for it. Looking for his 4th MVP at the EPL.
They're throwing in the kitchen sink at this point. They're trying everything. The aggressive maneuvers and some duels going in their favor, but it's another 4-on-2. Looking down the barrel of a 9-1 scoreline here.
The kitchen sink is porcelain, Henry. It shatters when it hits the ground.
I have no words left. I think we can all get the sentiment of what we're seeing here right now. This is a disaster for MOUZ. Such a promising run here at EPL. Taking down huge scalps on routes. Night and day from their performance yesterday. And now we've got a FAMAS and an MP9 to try and save the day against an emphatic ZywOo, who's currently on 10 frags. Apex also at 10 frags. Everyone contributing, everyone nailing their shots. And all you can do is stick together in this scenario. You can't play 1-on-1. So it's over. That's round, I'm afraid. Probably GG, Hugo. Feels like it doesn't.
I don't want to say it, Henry.
I know
it is on the tip of your tongue. It is all everyone's talking about.
And that was a full investment there. They do save like 1,800 on Jimmy. They'll maybe save a FAMAS.
Look at you doing maths. Look at you trying to prophesize something.
Trying to work something out here. Give you some sort of lifeline.
Oh,
Apex, though.
You wanted a knife, I think. He didn't take that shot.
It's a face full of lead instead. So they'll be saving an AK and an M4 potentially, I suppose.
Congrats.
Yeah. That's if they can hold on to it.
Still a big if. Vitality fanning out. And it's just such a display of superiority from Vitality.
They're getting schooled. Okay, well, you'll save some guns, boys. That'll do, I suppose. And we get into the last couple of rounds of play here. It's quite flat in the studio right now. No, not even any shit talk, really.
No, it doesn't deserve it, I don't think. There's nothing to shout about.
No, not really.
The papers won't read much. This isn't even front page news. Vitality, another day in the office.
All right then. Tactical timeout. Cyclone, what have you got for us? It's going to have to be another inspirational monologue. Do they stand any chance of getting these last 2 rounds? I think they can probably get one. Probably this round. They've tried every approach. Defensive crossfires.
Don't set the bar too high, Henry.
I'm just saying, at this stage, that's all we've got left. A couple of rounds, and hopefully they get one of them. They ain't going to get both. Unless.
Yeah. Let's keep the communication good. Yeah, just fucking kill them, boys. There's not much to it, really. It's
yeah, let's fucking go.
We just need to kill them and keep believing, yeah?
Right.
He's not wrong.
That's all you've got left.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I've got nothing for you. Please try and kill them. I can't stress that enough. You have to try and click them on the head. It's the whole idea of this video game. We're finding out the hard way right now in the grand final. And Jimmy starts to listen. Gets a double. Man advantage. I think the first one they've had all Inferno long.
They need this.
Oh, they do need this. Torshi takes that lead one step further. Robs needs help. 13 points of health. Gonna link up with ZywOo for another attempt at this 2v4. This has been one of the phenom setups, right? Having Robs and ZywOo.
You said they do this twice a map.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can.
Got one already.
Oh, ZywOo, 100 HP, $15,000 in the bank. Feeling himself boosted up high right now, waiting for that first mistake to present itself. Will MOUZ overstep the mark? Or will they remain disciplined in their crossfire? No one has to do anything, really. Force the next move out of Vitality.
They're really hoping the MOUZ give them something to go off of here.
Might as well wait it out. Smoke down towards Arch side. Hands in the library. And now, Brolan playing in front of it, hoping to bait out a reaction here.
It's interesting though, right? They know that if anyone was over here towards long, if you smoke Moto, he's going to play through it. You're going to have 3 players to fight in the site. By doing that, Brolan now has to consider the CT wrap. Only 2 players in the site itself, but there's the turn on a dime for Spinks. Second round found as Brolan was heard out, the advice given, please just kill them, and that's exactly what MOUZ do.
Yeah, nice flash play for Jimmy and good patience for Spinks in the site there, but I think that timeout for Cyclone just speaks to how it's exactly what we're saying. It's not like Vitality doing anything incredible. They're doing dry contact plays half of this game. It's just they're hitting different, they're hitting harder, and MOUZ, no tactical solution will solve this problem. You've just got to fight back.
Well, they still look like they have some hope left. Torji trying to keep the dream alive here. Final round has to be theirs. Can they find 10 rounds? Or do they give over a third to MOUZ? Grenades deployed here. Aggressive counter-strike, trying to find his early advantages, trying to win some aim duels here. Xerxion's 1 in 10 here in the third. And potentially final map in this grand final.
Still fighting with confidence, still fighting forward. 2 in Banana. They love to 3-2-1 this. Oh, he saw him. Plucked him out. Mezzi ready for more. Spinks shuts them down. And Exertion holds on to Banana. with the rest of MOUZ. They've got the bomb.
Flames and Robs have split up, and so it's looking good for MOUZ to find their third, as only Flame stands between them and that goal. Up until now, Vitality have played a very confident game. These final 2 rounds for MOUZ, it's not a lot, right? 3 rounds CT half.
It's just the way the rounds have gone down is the problem.
This is the same as every first half of the series. Every first half has been 9-3 for Vitality.
Just Flames left in this. Double crossfire left to get past Orb down in the pit. He will fall out of the round. MOUZ get by with another 3-round half. However, it's Vitality gunning for that trophy. Let's see if MOUZ are able to offer up any resistance.
It's one of the most exciting times of the year. And I don't just mean May as a sort of summer month. I mean the Intel Extreme Masters at DreamHack returning to Dallas, May 23rd to 25th at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, right downtown, all the amenities. And in fact, if you stay in the hotel adjacent, you never have to leave the air conditioner. Most ideal for Dallas, I'd say. Single day tickets go on sale tomorrow, March 17th. It's all part of that DreamHack Dallas I was just telling you about, and there's so much to do there. I can assure you it's more than a one-day challenge. I actually challenge you personally right now. More info at pro.eslgaming.com.
Honesty wants to win right here, right now. It's crazy.
I have car. Carry,
Flash.
I'll
leave you. I'll leave you guys.
Boom. Nice.
Two more. One is one SP. Then no gör någon av dem. One out.
Short.
Du.
Out.
One HP.
Nice.
Nice, Jimmy. 6 rounds, Jimmy.
They say revenge is best served cold. Well, that's exactly what MOUZ looked like in this BO5 final. It was Season 19 that MOUZ were able to dominate Vitality in a 3-0 affair, and it feels like that revenge is right around the corner.
They have been pretty handy in the pistol rounds. Won both on Dust2. Won the opener here, and Inferno. If they can find a second, maybe there's a slither of hope remaining here for MOUZ. They're going to be focusing all efforts towards the B bomb side. The problem is, Hugo, we've got a 3-man stack on this side of the map.
Yeah, it's not going to get any easier. Nades also won't land. Go towards a spawn. No one to be seen. MOUZ go running in.
Oh, good timing on that nade as well. This stack here, Vitality haven't had many pistols, but this would be the time to win one. Jimmy chasing desperately this kill, and Brolin cooks up another. MOUZ are still in this thing. 2v2 as they've responded, but low HP on both players. Robs and Flames left to play together for Vitality. A win in this pistol would put them on the direct path to lifting that trophy. There would be no more room left in this game for MOUZ.
Problem is, both players on the bomb site here, they're hardly tucked away. As soon as one goes down, the other will follow. Getting closer and closer to the target now. Glock precision required. Broland delivers it. Can they hold on? It's up to Robs here. It looked like a guaranteed pistol, but hope is slipping away as Robs will get the kills, but no kit available, and MOUZ will pick up a must-win pistol on the T side.
Beating Vitality in pistol rounds has not been the problem for teams at this tournament, though. It's in sticking the landing up against those conversions. The Vitality force buy with this sort of lead, they certainly could. If MOUZ are able to withstand that, though, you have to take note, right? That's their 3rd round in a row. They win here. That's 4 in a row. They're starting to pick up a bit of steam. That's consecutive rounds. That was a mile away from where you were thinking at the 9-1 scoreline this game was once at.
The thing is, they've won a lot of pistols, sure, but they've lost every 2nd round follow-up as well. It happened on Dust2, it happened on Nuke, and I dare say it'll probably happen on Inferno as well. We'll see whether they can actually find conversion here. Has to happen! And ZywOo says hello to Spinks.
I never want to prophesize a comeback until I've seen this 2nd round force. It's how this map started. God. Maybe how it ends.
And that's the bomb as well.
That's the bomb. That's a huge issue, right? Even if you wanted to go faster over towards B now, you can't. They don't get given a kill here, so it's not the end of the world. They can take the pace out of it. But you're having to waste precious time in this round, sending Brolin back to go and get it. Boost up for Torshi.
They're going to walk
again. Oh, nice silent dismount.
Good to see them pull back, but re-swing, line up for 3. Don't know who is even favored there.
So they'll take the man advantage and peel off the situation. They could have forced a fight, but against the Galil, they probably get sprayed down. This duel decides the outcome of this round. It's bomb top or middle. Rob's tucked away. Desert Eagle in hand, and it feels like he's starting to get this one. Spots a barrel of 1, and there goes the C4. Boom goes the dynamite as Vitality once again pick up a 2nd round force buy with 4 players surviving here. They just can't hold on to any advantageous situations.
Just make it look so easy round after round. They depart the B bomb site. This is just a route to a save, although Torshi doesn't know it. Everyone playing that package.
And again, without the plan here, this is worse than losing the pistol. Yeah. It's more forgiving on the T side, but still, you're going to have to save this Galil to stand a chance.
It forces you into a force, which forces you into a fast round. So Vitality can read really well what's going to be coming. It's probably going to be something quick alt mid or quick B, really. Those are your best options.
You get 1 kill in your 2nd round against pistols.
It starts with a scout shot.
Their record at winning these force buy rounds across the event is insane.
It's increasing.
It is. It's both times now in this 3rd and final map as well. The Vitality have been able to pull that off.
Yeah, they want. Vitality want both pistols on Nuke, but they lost both pistols on Dust, and they forced one of them. MOUZ have only converted 1 of 4 pistols that they've won.
Vitality are nearly approaching a 50% round 2 break, which basically puts that force buy down to a coin flip once you factor in the ones from this series.
You almost don't want to win your pistol rounds at that point.
Yeah. Okay then, this is pretty much for the entire series, I'm afraid. If you don't at least get the bomb down here with a few kills, it is completely over. Tech9s, the save Galil, flashbang going over courtesy of Vitality, and it's going to be Flames, good for 1.
Nice trade.
Good grenade, Xertion down to 69 points of health. Wild spray, and 1 he'll want to forget. Was flash, to be fair, but that's the rifle gone. What have we got left? Not much. 1 smoke and 3 Tech9s. Bomb and T-spawn.
Yeah, they've got the apps control, but look who's on the side. We've got ZywOo and Rops holding on to A. Hardly
disgusting duo, isn't it?
Hardly an easy take here for MOUZ.
With no utility, no firepower. Man disadvantage. Chicken's going down. All right, they are giving up B somewhat.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Like, scoreline's 10-4. Look what happened. As soon as they got 2 players over along, ZywOo walked it out mid, right? That's the confidence you got. You know you want to make a play for info, so you're not misplacing this stack, and now they're already flanking the B play.
Yes,
Before MOUZ are even in the position to actually start the B play.
MOUZ hear that rotation. They know they're walking into the stack. They might even know there's a flank. They just have to go.
Yeah, your stomach sinks here. You know you've played right into their hands. You're dead on. Oh, you hear that rotate. That's a bit awkward for Apex. Don't know what he was doing there.
Swapping guns?
But, you know, he's 12-11, calling a winning game, a winning series. So we can forgive that one. MOUZ go back. They fight for Banana. Jimmy catches another. Messi on that smoke push. Bomb still not planted, though. And Robs has the time to play with, takes the bait of that tap, and goes walking right in a Brolin. All right, there's a bit of intrigue here.
Surprised Robs bought that, but he's playing very well, so he probably just wants to fight.
Yeah, on the low HP, surely just peel off him, apply the pressure, the next move onto him. But yeah, thought it would be the commitment. Doesn't work out for him, and that's a massive lifeline. I can't believe they've given that round over.
That's really Apex just fiddling with nades or swapping guns, whatever he's doing.
It's a second run at converting on that pistol for MOUZ as well.
Sure.
This time, though, their buy is better. So hopefully that reflects in the result. You have a couple of M4s here for Vitality. That's as a result of their force buy getting out with 4 players alive. So the buy here is better than you might expect if you're MOUZ. And already it's getting put to work. Triple walk down mid.
So now you've got a player in second middle. You've got contact on an apartment, and you've tagged him with the deagle as well. Robs is repositioning. He's pushing the T apartments, and they're pushing through the smoke. Brolan takes a lot of damage on room. ZywOo will convert, looking to have another force by victory here. 2 players survive. Torshi, great tournament, but dead now as the excitement, the hype, and the chance for the comeback starts to diminish here. Don't give this one up, boys. This is your round to fumble. Oops. Your round to lose. One more bullet on Spinks will do it. And Messi will find him. Back-to-back force by victories. They exchange blows, and Vitality one step closer to the trophy.
It just doesn't get worse than that. Poor MOUZ. Vitality will not relent. They will not stop. Just walking out mid. Fighting in every conceivable area of the map.
Every decision just seems to be the perfect one. As soon as Flames commits to the walk down second middle is the moment they take their crosshair off the position. He finds a freebie, they peel off. Rob starts pushing T apartments after spotting one down second middle. And now for championship point, another force buy required out of MOUZ.
I mean, what would be very impressive about this is it's looking to be another clean sweep in BO5 Grand Finals for Vitality. They started off the year in Katowice, dominating Spirit there in that BO5, now doing it to MOUZ. There's the 2 other teams that have lifted trophies, both getting wrecked in the BO5 Finals at the hands of Vitality. Down to this force for MOUZ, but this is not a series nor a map that they've had much of a hand to play in.
They had the Galil before, at the very least. Now you're really hamstrung. Tech 9s, Deagles across the board, grouping up, Wolfpack mentality. See if they can find a gap here, but they've chosen the wrong part of the map, I'm afraid. Running into one of the world's best, ZywOo. Another double kill as he cuts them down to size. It's now a 5 versus 3. Only chance is to run in towards the B-bomb side where they've made mistakes, admittedly. Vitality, that is.
Not in this one, though. Vitality don't just have a 10-match winning streak. They have an 8-map winning streak on Inferno. The numbers, the reality, everything speaks to the favor of Vitality.
See ya. Okay,
jumping through smokes.
Mistakes starting to come through again.
I allow it. Have fun with it. Finish strong. 12-5.
Yeah, it's one of these games where it's like, I don't think you can call it a mistake. The intention was always to run in and just fight Banana.
Yeah.
They're believing that they've already won this. And I think that's been the vibe since Inferno started. This is full control, full power, full throttle for Team Vitality across the entire series.
So filthy from ZywOo there. 16-8, yet a slow start to the best of 5, but making a statement now.
And so this is it. This is what MOUZ get to bring with them into the bye against Vitality, walking off with that trophy. They have nothing to play with in this round. They are at the full mercy of an in-form, confident Vitality. And MOUZ must know how over this is. There was no question. Vitality have been the better team across this series. 2025 is fast building to be the year of that man on your screen right there. Apex is already celebrating. He knows this is done. He knows it's over. Jimmy can try.
Come on, mate. Go,
Jimmy can really give it a go. But there's no winning this.
Unless. No. You never know, Hugo.
No. No time for jokes. Vitality don't just climb, they ascend to the top of the scene. Back-to-back clean BO5 grand finals. And Vitality take the cake here at ESL Pro League. Season 21, clean as can be.
I don't even think there's much to talk about for MOUZ on the other side. They get so banged out. This is very much a grand final that is all about that team.